Well, hello everyone and welcome back to the survival series. How are we all doing this evening? Welcome. Hopefully you guys are all pretty stoked for the next episode here in Stormworks. Let's get a big hi, a big hello, big wave, big thumbs up happening in chat. How are we all doing today on a Thursday evening here in the UK? Hopefully you guys are all doing very well. This episode, I think, is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to do a little building, I think, to start things off with, and then after that, we are going to do some missions. I think is going to be the good thing to do today. Hopefully, you guys have been enjoying the survival series live every single week. It's a little bit different. This first season that we've been doing it live, so quite interesting, quite fun. F Gamer, hey, what's going on, man? Soundboy, what's going on? William, hey, what's going on? Smashhead, Baya, what's going on? Welcome. Hello everyone, so we're gonna get going. It's 9 AM for you guys. I'm guessing that's probably US time, maybe? Guessing, could be wrong. Cool. FGamer, hey, what's going on? Welcome. Shall we get started? I think we shall. So, let's jump in. Let's see. Oh, that's great. Game crashed, so we'll try up again. See if we can get in here. Alrighty, we are in. Let's go and load up the last episode of the survival series. So episode 4 was the last one. Today we're in episode number 5. We need to do a few things. Obviously, if you guys remember from the last episode, we redid pretty much the whole Vtol. We redesigned the front. We still need to finish with the interior. We still need to do the winch systems, the gate at the back, or the thing at the back. We still need to do. Is my Vtol here, or has it disappeared? Maybe I despawned it. I can't remember. Let's see if we still have money. Yeah, we have money, so it should be alright. Let's go and grab it. And is that it? I can't remember. No, there it is there. Cool. So yeah, last episode we did quite a lot. We redesigned it. We made it look much better, I think, at the front. But we're going to do a few more things today. See if we can get it a little bit better than what it is. And yeah, I'm excited. I really am. I definitely want to work on the interior of this. We want to get the winch system up here eventually, and we're also going to fix the ramp here at the back so this thing can go up and down. I'm going to do the landing gear, so we'll retract the landing gear in the front. I don't know what I'm going to do with that because it's quite hard to make it retract in that small space. I might just add a small pivot in here and make it halfway inside there. But we'll see what we can do. We still got quite a lot of space in the wings to hide things if we need to. The engines, we could actually supercharge the engines today. That could be something fun to do. Or we could add some more cylinders or something to give it a little more power. But I think the engines do have quite a bit of power at the moment. Cool, let's jump on the workbench. So the first thing I think I want to start with is going to be the landing gear. Now, I will need to add a button inside here for the landing gear. And the question is where I'm going to do it. Okay, you know what? Let's not start with the landing gear. I want to rotate this display. I know I said before that I wouldn't do it for the survival series. I wouldn't rotate this display, but I think I need to. I think I need to rotate this display today. So we're going to do that. I'm just going to make some space here, and I'm literally going to be putting a pivot block inside here in order for us to actually rotate it. So just a simple robotic pivot. Chuck that down there. Nice and easy, just like that. And that will now allow it to rotate upwards. Now I could, yeah, I think there is about fine. Yeah, why not? Now we could move a few things off here, like this remote control unit. We could put it a little bit lower if we don't want it to stay there. The GPS stuff, we could put it above us because we've got all the space here. So we could try to make use of some of the space above us for the GPS stuff instead of having it down there underneath the screen. So I think that would probably be a good idea. So I'm going to delete this and this, and I'm going to put the GPS block up there. Well, the waypoint navigation block, whatever you guys want to call it. Let's stick that up at the top today. So we're going to do that. We're going to rotate our screens. Hopefully the seat isn't going to cause an issue. I don't think it will. Cool. And let's stick it in there. Merge it together and let's paint it at the same time. Okay, so that's good. We've got that in. That clears up a little bit more space. Oh, Like, there's a little bit more space underneath here for us to do some cool activities. We probably might actually, yeah, I think we're good with that. We're going to rotate this whole screen, and we're going to do that by selecting it like so and rotating it like this. So we're just gonna cut it, paste it again, and then you go in and just join it to the pivot inside like that. And just like that, you have now got a dashboard that rotates. Obviously, we do need a constant number somewhere inside here. So I will go and add a constant number, and that way we can control how much it rotates. Now, where we want to put that constant number is up to us. I usually just stick it somewhere inside here where it's out the way and you don't really see it. Like, we've got tons of room in here, so I'm not too worried. So stick it in here. Let's figure out which way we're rotating it. We are rotating it positively. So we'll rotate by maybe like 0.3. Grab it and chuck that onto our rotation pivots. And let's go and have a look and see what that's going to look like. And there we go. We need to fix the colors underneath, but there's our rotating screen. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. A little better than what it was before, I think. Try and just get a nice angle of this. Yeah, I think that's good. Chat, what do you think? Do you think that's a good idea? I might want to rotate a little bit less because I think it is colliding. You can see it shaking a bit, so it seems like it's colliding a bit. I could add another panel underneath here if we needed to also. Yeah, I think we're going to bring it back ever so slightly, maybe like 0.2. We'll see. Sadboy21, I love videos. Thank you very much, man. Much appreciated. And thank you very much for that. So let's go and do like 0.2. I think we'll be fine. And let's go and fix all the painting and stuff inside here. So we're just going to use some wedges like that over there. And then underneath here, we're just going to fix some of this and make it look a little bit more decent underneath here. So if we were going there, you can see this is what's showing up. So we're going to just hide that like so. And the side too, we're just going to come in and hide all this so you don't see it when we rotate the screen up. And that way it's all gone. We could even delete some of these blocks and make it like this. It means we are getting a little bit of getting rid of a little bit of the weight in the front, but I think we're okay because we're adding weight in by adding these monitors and things like that. So I think we're good like that. We could move this remote controller down to like there if we wanted to also. That just gives us a little bit more space in the interior. Not much, just a little bit. Cool. So I think I'm happy with that. Let's just spawn that in quickly. I just want to have see. Yeah, that looks good. Cool. Next thing I want to do is the landing gear here. So the landing gear is, I'm going to move this little controller or whatever this was. I think it's our alt sensor. I'm going to put it back here for now, out the way so I don't delete it. And for the wheels, we're going to delete that, delete that, delete that, and we're going to make use of some of the space. And this is where we're going to hide the, where we're going to go and hide it. We could even bring this up by one. This little panel here, we could bring this up by one, I think. That way it would give us a little more space to work with for the underneath here. So let's go and do that. Just gonna grab all of this and we're going to cut it, bring it up by one. That should be fine. Yeah. Cool. And then we're just gonna grab some black blocks underneath there, or dark gray at least. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then let's just join that together. Cool. So that's what we got over there, and you can see there's a little bit of a gap here. We could actually just close this off. So cool. And then this will be the spot where the wheel is going to go and rotate up to, I think. Yeah, I don't think I deleted anything. No, I didn't. Okay, cool. So let's just go and paint all this stuff inside here. Just like this and like that. That, and then we're going to add a pivot in here, and the pivot will allow us to rotate our landing gear. Now we're going to start with the pivot out. That way, obviously, when we spawn the creation in, obviously the landing gear is out. So let's go and grab a wheel. So wheel, and we're just going to use the small wheel coaster here. I'm not going to make it rotate anymore. I did have it on rotating but I think I don't want to do that. And I think that's going to be all right. It's going to fold. It's going to go in there. Might want to delete this and this. Oops. This and this. I'm actually going to put symmetry mode on, guys. And then we're going to stick maybe that like that. Cool. Paint all that up, paint that up, and there we go. So now that should be able to rotate freely. Obviously, once we tell it to, I think will be pretty cool. Reconnect some of the stuff we added in. We also need a control to obviously go and retract and bring the landing gear in and out. Now, I wonder if we still have any space on our controller. I'm just thinking of using some of this stuff, but maybe I'll just use something on my hotkey. 6 landing gear, yeah, sure. Landing gear, toggle, and we can control that using a switch box or door controller. I think I have a door controller I could use. Yeah, something like that. I'm just gonna pop that in there, grab it, and we're just gonna rename this to landing gear. We're going to have two outs for now, so we'll have something for the front and then also something for the rear if we need it later on. We have composite in, which will come from our seat. Let's go to our logic. Let's just have a quick squeeze at our logic here. So we're going to undo that, put that there. 1, I think 1 will be the for it to go in. Let's check. Yeah, 1 will be for it to go in. We're gonna go over here. 1 going in. This stuff we don't really need right now because we're not going to do the rear just yet. Press button number, what, 6 I think it was? Yeah, 6 would toggle the landing gear to be closed, and then untoggle it would bring it back to 0, and then would go and open up. So yeah, that should be pretty good, I think. Let's go and just add that in. We obviously need to find somewhere to put this controller in our creation. Okay, so let's go and find a nice little spot to hide the controller, maybe up in here, out of the way where you won't see it. Cool, there we go. We're going to connect that over to our seats. So there into the controller, the front will go into there. We also have brakes, which I think we need to remember to connect. So I think there was a controller wasn't there for brakes. Need to just double check which one we had for the brakes. Some stuff over here, which I was using. So that was the key switch, and that was going into a not block. And the not block was going into an OR, and I think that was for the brakes. So let's just reconnect those there. And then I think also, yeah, and that comes from our controller. Yeah, so that's good. So we got that working, which is good to go. Sad boy, I have to go. Cheers, man. Well, thanks for dropping in. Do appreciate it. Do appreciate that. Cool. Let's go and spawn that. Let's just see. Okay, so the brakes are on. It's there. Obviously, once we're inside it and we're flying on whatever, just start the engines for 2 seconds and let me try the landing gear, see if that works. Yeah, so you can see it goes and gets folded away. So I'm happy with that little folding process there at the back. The next thing we need to do is our landing gear in the back. So we're going to do possibly, let's see, maybe like a rail system. We can use a rail system going up here, I think would be the best solution. So I'm just double check I'm not deleting anything. Okay, I would do so. Maybe a rail system here. Oh, that means I delete that little piece there at the back. I guess we could always just go one forwards, couldn't we? Okay, so let's go and get some sliders and things, or tracks, sorry. These ones, compact linear track bases. We're gonna grab a few of those, and how much space? We got quite a bit of space to go up, I guess. So we're gonna add, symmetry is on. We're gonna stick it there for now. And then we need it to go up by what, like 3 blocks. So we'll add 3 of the track pieces. So 1, 2, and then 3. Although that means that opens it at there, but I mean, we could always delete this extra seat. I don't know if we really need all these seats in here, to be fair. But let's just delete the seat for now, and we'll make a little bit of detailing while we're here. Make use of the space. Okay, so that would have then closed that off. We can even bring the seat back over here if we wanted to. Cool. And I definitely do want to do some more detailing inside here and make it look a little better. But we'll see how we get on. Cool, so that is this track base. We do need to join these two pieces together over here. Now we could use some pipes or something, but let's see. I don't want to get stuck on anything, and you can see it's going to hit that piece there. So I think I'm just going to join it like that for now, merge it together if I can. Oh, I need to, oh, I guess I could just do this. Cut and paste it, grab that, cut it and paste it. Cool. That's joined. That's joined. Delete those blocks and we're all good. That means the landing gear is done. We don't need to do anything with that. That's pretty good. Operator Flicks. Hey, what's going on? Welcome. What's going on? Okay, so we've got that. We can also test. Actually, we need to go and connect that up. So I'm thinking we can probably put it onto the same logic as what we've got everything else on for the landing gear. So let's connect it to the front, which is this one here, and that one's going to go into the track, and this one is going to go into track over there. So that will use electricity to go and put it in, but I think it'll be okay. Oh, actually, you know what? We can't use that one because this one needs a -1 to come out. Okay, cool. So we'll use the rear piece, which is in here. Let's just go and do that. So to open it would be 1, 2, or we're going to change that to 6. Cool. So that should work too. So now the rears should go and fold in nicely there. And we should also get a little bit of shock absorbance. So when we do hit it down, you think I joined the landing gear wrong? I did too. I don't know how that happened, but okay, easy fix. Just nice spot there. That's what happened. Yeah, it's joined it over there. Okay, what I need to do then is I need to delete. Oh, hello. Don't know what happened there. I need to delete these off and put the wheels back on, I think. So 1, 2, and then let's grab the wheel and put the wheel back. There we go. And there we go. So that should work now. And then we're just gonna have to not delete, but we'll just have to merge those two things together. There we go. Merge that together. There we go. We could even fill this area in over here. We don't really need it. So we could grab that. We do need to reconnect our, what is it, our electricity, I think. Yeah, we need to reconnect our electricity. Let me just delete some of the stuff off there, make it look a little better. Paint this off. If I can control stuff. There we go. There we go. That's done. That's done. That's done. We just need to reconnect the electricity. Yes, I think so. Let me just double check. No, electricity is good. We just need to do the brakes, and the brakes are coming from up here to the wheels. Cool. Now this should be powerful enough. Yeah, that looks pretty good. We do need to add a -1 onto our controller. So I'm just going here and do a -1 there. So that when we turn it off, it's going to push it down. It's going to use electricity, but I think we'll be fine, to be honest. I think we'll be fine. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, so that's landing gear. That's the front cockpit done. We need to do the next thing, which is the winch system, which is going to come from the roof here and go down this little piece here. So we need to add that in now. And I first off need to just move this controller out of the way because this is obviously blocking some space. So we're just going to come in here. I'm going to delete a few of these blocks, which I actually don't need. Just giving me a little bit more space to work in here. And then we can move the controller out of the way. And then we can get our winch system inside here and all done. So that's out the way now. We just need to move that to the left, this up a little bit, and then we should be good to go. Don't know what I'm actually moving, but I think it's some clamp or something that we need somewhere down the line. So let's go and just plop this right in there. Make sure we merge it, otherwise it doesn't get any logic. And we're just going to do the same thing for this logic block, which I think is what, my waypoint system, or yeah, I think it's my waypoint system. And we're just going to plop this over there, paste it in, done. And now we can get our winch. I'm just going to use a medium-sized winch, guys. I don't need anything too crazy. So I'm just going to make sure it is obviously overhead of where we're doing the lifting, which is probably smack bang there in the center. So I'm happy with that now. We're going to fill this whole roof in also with something, I don't know what, but we will fill the roof in, so this is not going to look so weird later on. At the moment, it's just holding all of our microprocessors and controllers and things out the way, so that is quite useful. I'm going to move this thing also. So there's a couple things on there. I'm just going to bring this out by one. There we go. Okay, stick out a bit, and we're just going to join it to the body. Cool. Make sure we add that back on. Cool. What else do we need for now? Let's just paint this for 2 seconds. Go. And I think we have on here is what, winch controls on the bottom one, if I'm correct. Yeah, winch up, winch down. So we can actually move that. We can move this whole thing. So we're going to just cut this, and we're going to stick this to where we have the winch system, which is pretty much here. I don't want to put it over his seat, of course. So we might move, let me see, can I go up by a few? I don't want to go that high. So I might just stick the winch controls up here. And that way we can stand above the winch and drop it down. Because if we're standing, imagine we're standing here, we can then just operate this like that. Cool. Paste that in, stick that in there. That's the winch. And then this was the ramp controls, if I remember correctly. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it, cut it, and stick it into the side piece that I have here, which is going to be detailing at some point in time. Cool. Add that back in. That's all good. We can add some more equipment and things later on. This is also going to get detailed, and we might add something nice here to make it look a little better. But so far, not bad. Okay, let's do the rest of the winch stuff. We do need to add our harnesses in here at some stage. We're also going to need some way of opening and closing this ramp or this hatch. So that's also something we need to think about. Maybe don't want to do that because I will unseal that. Don't know if I should put anything on the floor. Maybe just a button to open and close it here, I think would be a good, yeah, let's just do a button. Just do hatch, just a simple flip. Let's do a push button. If we do a push button, that will then allow us to press it and here and also on our harness later on if we want that. Now, I'm sure I had some winch controls somewhere, didn't I? Yes, I did. It went into, that is a very big winch controller. Oh, because it had harness controls and a few other things I think inside it too. So yeah, that's why it's such a big one. We might need to change it a bit, but we'll see how it goes. What's going on in chat? You love the tutorials and the weekly creations? Thanks, man. Appreciate that, Luna. Mr. Blub is here. Hello, Mr. Blob. What's going on? Everyone say hello to Mr. Blob, please, and also to Shadow, one of the more recent additions to the mod team here in the NJ channel. Let's all give a big hello to them, please. In the future, can I make a BWR 4900? Maybe. Yeah, maybe we can. Maybe we can. Okay, I would love to make these propellers bigger, but we just don't have the space inside this hangar at the moment. Yeah, we just don't have. NJ, can you do a LiDAR tutorial? So LiDAR is just a laser, and then it obviously picks up its, or draws. It draws itself. Like, it won't be too hard. I'm actually working on a new radar tutorial for you guys. I've been working on that now with all the stuff I learned about Lua. Okie dokies. So we've got this. We need to operate this stuff. So let's do that. Okay, so where is this controller? Let's see what's going on. I can't even remember what we did here. I think we added some controls, didn't we? So this was winch down, winch up. So that's all fine. We've also got this, which I think was the ramp. So we're going to delete most of that stuff. Why is there so many controls here? Harness controls. radio. Oh, that was the remote controller. If we ever fell off, we could control it using the remote control unit. I remember that. Let's get rid of that. I don't want that anymore. Don't need radio control stuff. Harness radio, we might add it later on, but I don't want it right now. So we've got that. This is a little bit of a mess, isn't it? So we've got all this. We don't need all of this stuff. We just need a simple button to open and close that ramp. So we're going to add a switch box. Little switch box here. 2 numbers. 1. Actually, I just need 1 switch box, don't I? And then don't need 2 of these. So we've got, what is this? 1 and 2 will be for the harness. Let's move out this way. So 1 and 2 will be for the winch/harness system. Okay, and that's going to come in from the harness itself. And then we also got these 2 things, which is 3 and 3, which is going to go to control the door or the hatch underneath there, so we can open and close the hatch whenever we want, either from the harness or from the actual thing, the Vtol. Sorry, yeah. Gonna get that in. This needs to. That's a push button, so I'm going to do push to toggle. Push to toggle. Cool. And done. Done. This is the winch. Done. Okay, cool. So I think, do we have any extra space on that where I can delete some stuff we don't need anymore? Not really. Okay, winch up, winch down. Winch input, ramp. Yeah. Line winch. Front winch MC. Front winch. What? Okay, that goes back. Okay, that's fine. We're all good with this. So all we need to do now is just connect the logic there. So that I can disconnect this piece. That one goes into that. That one's going to go to there. Electricity to our winch system, which is there. Video, we don't have any video on it. Audio, we don't have any audio. Rope, we don't have rope just yet. We do have harness controls, which we need to add later on. We've got the actual ramp, which is this thing here. We've got winch up, which is there. Winch down, which is there. And that's about it, really. Pretty straightforward. So we do need the winch length. And we're going to make sure the winch speed is like super quick, because we obviously want to go down and up really quickly. So we're going to put that on there. Can I also do a sonar tutorial? Well, sonar in theory is it's a radar. The only difference is one detects underwater and one detects above water. So it's theoretically the same thing. I'm actually building my controller to be used for both of them. And I'll show you guys in that tutorial when I get around to doing that tutorial. Anything with Lua takes a lot of time for me to build a tutorial for you guys, because I need to make sure it obviously covers all the points of it. Otherwise, I could just give you the script and you guys could copy it. So I'd rather teach you guys. NJ, which do you prefer, a jet Vtol or prop Vtol? Either or, it depends. Operator Felix, at the moment we don't have the I don't think we have the cash. Well, I guess we could try to do a jet engine, but for what we're doing now on the size of the Vtol that we have, diesel engine's perfect because it doesn't use much fuel. Gives us enough power. It's not big. Whereas jet would be much, I think not that much bigger. It'd be bigger. We would have way too much power and it would consume a ton of fuel. So those are the differences there. Not Mr. Beast. Hey, what's up? Welcome, man. Okay, so we've done that. I'm also really happy with the cockpit. One thing I forgot to add, which I know you guys said in the last video, or someone mentioned it, was the night vision. The night vision binoculars here in the cockpits, because obviously when you're doing night missions, it's very useful. We're also going to add a radio here just in case we ever run out of a radio, and then we'll add some more equipment later on in other places. But that's the bare essential equipment that you always need to have with you. It's night vision stuff and radio. I'm also connecting the electricity so that if we do take something, we can replace it and charge something like our flashlight or torch. We can replace it and, you know, do something else with that. Cool. So if this is the harness stuff, it's all done and ready to go. We might just want to paint it a bit. Gonna paint that ever so slightly. And then the next thing we need to do is the harness. Yeah, the actual harness itself. So let's go and grab a harness. We're going to grab 2 of them. And actually, you know what? I'm going to just go here, grab the harness, and I'm just going to copy and paste this stuff. A few seconds. I'm going to stick it in like that and stick it in like that. Delete this. Grab a anchor. We're going to do an electrical anchor. Make sure it's black. That. And we're also going to, I think I'm going to add a spotlight on. Why not? Let's add a spotlight on there. So when we're lowering this down, we actually have a spotlight that will shine down on things, which I think will be pretty cool. Cool. So this is going to be the player harness. Because this one is the one that's going to actually come back and control. Whereas this one's just going to be NPC harness, no controls. AI? Okay, no, we don't need that. One was... I need to double check what the controls were for this. So one was up. Okay, so one is winch up. So winch up, and I need to check if it's a toggle or if it needs to be a push. I can't remember. Winch down, and then this one was ramp or hatch, and that's definitely a push button. Let's just go and double check. What's it? I think I need a push. I think I'm going to leave it on a push for the winch up and winch down stuff. I don't think we need it on that. Cool. The next thing I'm going to do is just connect this, and I'm going to connect that over there. Also do need to have some way of turning that on, don't I? Is there an option for us to... Where is this? Okay, we've got ramp and stuff. Maybe, I guess maybe spotlight if someone is in it. I guess we could do. Someone sitting inside the seat, turn the spotlight on. Yeah, sure. Why not? Or should we get rid of the spotlight? Because we have a spotlight underneath us. We have this one here, which is shining down. So maybe the spotlight's an unnecessary thing. Let's get rid of the spotlight. But what else do we need? We've got all that. The composite is going to go from there, and from there it's going to go into here, and then from here it's going to go into here. Cool. And now we're just going to move this down into our Vtol when we're ready, of course. I guess we could just do it right now, can we? Grab that. Go. Cut it and literally just stick it somewhere in our creation. Doesn't have to be anywhere special as long as it's not interfering with any other logic. I don't care where it goes. So there we go. So there, plop it in, grab some rope and connect that up like that. Done. So that's all done. What else do we need? Think of some things that we should add into the creation. NJ, which servers do you play MP on? I don't play on any of the servers. Not for Stormworks. Not for Stormworks. I haven't done it in a long time, to be honest. Maxo, hey, what's going on? Welcome. Cool. So we've got that done. So that's all looking good. Yeah, very nice. Very, very nice. Can't complain so far. We can do some more detailing here and fix all these seats and things. We just need to fix the roof. At the moment, the roof is very bare bones. It's like not really much going on the roof. We've got a heater. That's a benefit. A luxury to have a heater in the roof. Let's just go and paint some of the stuff. We might want to add some more lights on, I think. So I'm just going to add another light just down here at the rear. So possibly just over there. I've got one light, and maybe another light over here. Sure, why not? And let's just change the color temperature of these lights. Maybe a green? Let's go with green, guys. Let's go with a green interior. Why not? And yeah, let's go with that green. That might be too bright, but we'll see what it looks like. Cool. Let's make sure we got electricity on all this new stuff that we've added in. So that's got electricity, that one too. How do we turn these lights on? How do we turn these lights on? Lights. Where is the switch for the lights? There we go. There. Should be another light there. Another light there. Okay. Did we need to connect? What's happening with our nav lights? So nav lights are there. Need to check everything. Seems like we've disconnected so many things. Okay. So add a stretcher and a medical bed. Yeah, we could add a medical bed in. We don't really need it because we could just use the first aid equipment, and we've got defibs inside here. This is working perfectly. So you can see this is here, and then when we're up in the air, we would click on the hatch. Okay, so that's not working. So we need to figure out why that's not working. See, while we do these checks on the ground, it doesn't have electricity. That's why. So let's try that again. And let's do that. Okay, so that opened the wrong direction. So I'm glad I did the check. So we need to come onto here, and we need to make this a 1. Cool. Okay, so we've got this in now. Let's go. Let's make sure. We also need to check why the heater's not working. But that is opening. Okay, so you can see how it's opened. Obviously, it's moved our Vtol because we're still on the ground. And then we can either lower it from here or raise it from here. And then we can also jump in the player harness. And we can lower ourselves down. Nice, there we go. And then lower ourselves up. And while we're up here, press 3. The hatch closes, we can get up. We don't actually have to risk falling into the ocean. And there we go. So I'm happy with that. I might actually come in here and just do a little bit of painting. So what if I was to... Can I paint any of this stuff, please? Oh, that's why. There we go. Paint that, paint that. And then underneath here, what's painted at the moment? Maybe if I was to make this like that. Yeah, sure. That way you guys, everyone can see that that is definitely a hatch there that's gonna go into the floor if you stand on it. We could even do the outside part if we wanted to, but that's okay. Cool. Can you turbocharge the engines? Well, you can't theoretically turbocharge. We can supercharge them. Is that a custom door? Yes. That's how you can fit. That's exactly how you can fit 2 harnesses through it without having any issues. It's by having a custom door like that, and that's why I wanted to do a custom door there for that exact reason, because I knew I was going to put 2 harnesses in there, and it's just going to cause us much less issues later on, because that's always a problem when you use custom stuff like that. I'm thinking of moving this. I don't like how ugly there. What if we were to put it there, put that there, delete this, and then replace this with enclosed pipes. I'd rather do enclosed pipes here. So we need an enclosed corner, which goes just over here. And Dory, guys, we will do some missions in a few minutes. And there we go. And we also need some straight pieces, which are here. Cool. There we go. I prefer that so much more. We could even add a gauge here to tell us how much fuel we have, but it's not like we have to go far. Cool, so that's done. I think I needed to reconnect the fuel stuff because I disconnected it the last episode. So fluid level, do we have a... I'm sure we had something to do that. There we go. Fluid level 1, fluid level 2. RPS is connected, battery is connected, RPS is connected there. Okay, I think everything is connected. I don't think I've disconnected anything else. So everything in theory should work. I'm just double checking on my logic here. Speed hold, target speed, no. Front tilt. Do we not have a front tilt sensor? We've got angular speed here. We've got linear speed in here. But we don't have no front tilt sensor here at the back. I thought there was one. Okay, well, we're going to add a tilt sensor in. That's the front tilt sensor, and that's for the artificial horizon. Do hybrid engines actually work? Or what do you mean, like electrical? What do you mean, like electrical diesel engine? They work, yeah. You heard I'm really good in the logic. I try. I hope I would be good in the logic. Playing the game for nearly 3 years, so I hope that I was pretty good with the logic. Cool. And we could actually check the heater. Ah, yes, thank you. What we could even do today. What we could do. It should be on. Oh, it's the key switch. So the heater will only turn on if the engine's on. So that's what we had there. That's why it wasn't coming on earlier. If we have time today, guys, I'll show you the radar that we're working. Last thing we need to do before we head off, guys, is this little ramp here at the back. That's the very last thing I need to do. And I'm just going to use another door controller for this. There we go. And we'll plop that somewhere in our creation. We'll make a small, actually we're going to make a small version of this. So I don't need it to be that big. So let's delete that. Come in here and delete this. We're going to do, just need one button, don't we? I mean, we could, let's use an up and down. Let's use an up and down. Why not? We'll make it a manual door that we can control. So we need that. So we got 1 and 2. Those are going to be push buttons. That's going to go over to the up. That one's going to go down. That one's going to go to the door. And this is going to go from a range of, what should we do? Well, it's at 0 now. It needs to go up. It needs to go down. So we're going to do max 1, -1. We're going to clamp it. We're going to do increments of 0.001. And you can change this to change the speed. And then also the reset value in a few minutes, we'll set that to like 0.3. And that way it will start with its ramp either open or closed, depending on what we want. So this is a very good way of doing a ramp system here in Stormworks. What else do we have? I think that's about it, really. Don't think we need anything else. Let's spawn that in. Let's just connect that to, let's hide it first. Put it in the roof somewhere. There we go. We're going to go to the ramp, there and there. Make sure the ramp's got electricity. There and there. And composite from here to the controller we just added. Wherever that is, there it is there. And we're just going to make sure this is on 1 for up. Yeah, 1, there we go. And this will be on 2. Cool. So that should work also. Definitely does have composite, has everything. So let's go and test that. Oh, yeah, there we go. So you can see it's gone down. So we might want to change that ever so slightly. Let's try up. Nope, so it's going the wrong direction. Yeah, so we need to go onto the controller and just flip this and flip this, and then this needs to be set to a -0.3, and now that should work. Is this the last thing we're doing? Yeah, I think this is the last part we're going to do before we do missions. Okay, so we need to add a few more blocks on there, but not bad. Let's just go inside here and in here, and let's put this up. So that's where it's going to go for now. We could add another folding piece at the top, but I think for the very points in time right now, I'm just going to add one more block on the edge, and then I'm happy with this ramp. Cool. Okay, we need to bring that up ever so slightly. So I'm going to click on that controller. It's here somewhere. We're going to change this to 0.4. Let's do 0.45. And we're also going to go to the end of this. Extend it by 1. Done. And done. And we can also paint it if we want to. So outside here. Cool. That's all done. This is all white underneath here. This is all white underneath here. Cool. That makes it white in here. Not sure about that, but let's just keep it like this for now. And pro tip, if you want to paint this stuff instead of deleting stuff, you can actually just come in here and move it like this, and this way you can paint things like this. See there, you can just angle yourself until you want to paint stuff. So like there, you kind of stick your camera inside of the body, and that works better. Let's spawn that in. Let's double check that last piece. Yep, that's good. What else did I have on my list? I needed to fix the collective up and down this thing here. Okay, I think that's good. 10%. Yeah, that should be all right. And the yaw, we need to clamp the yaw, guys. That yaw is way too sensitive. That comes from the gyro. And where does it come from? It comes from the autopilot steering. So we need to clamp the autopilot steering, wherever that is. No, this one. That's what we need to clamp. I'm just gonna clamp that. It's too sensitive, way too sensitive. So we're gonna make it like 0.2. Yeah. So negative 0.2 and positive 0.2. Cool. So that's clamped that. The yaw. I'm sorry. The roll. I'm happy with the roll. I don't care about the roll. I mean, I could if I wanted to. When I want to roll, I would love to add some extra. When I want to roll, I'd love to add some yaw on. That would be quite nice, wouldn't it? Where is? No, let's save that for now. Let's keep it like it is. Okay, this should all be working, guys. We should be able to head off. I'm gonna save this, obviously, before we do anything. Don't think we need anything else at the moment. We should be all set to go. Chat, is there anything else that we need? Would be cool if the harness could go in the back door. Yeah, well, we could have added a rail system in here that could have gone here, or we could have pushed the rail and it could have gone out the back. I think I've done that a few times in like my Chinooks and my larger helicopters from back in the days, but I didn't do it on this one. This is insane logic. This is nothing compared to some other stuff. This is nothing compared to the other stuff, and I think chat will know that, or some of the chat at least will. Cool. I think we're good to go, chat. Let's jump in and let's go for a first mission. The first thing. Why the engine explode? Because why not? They look cool and they're quite nice and small. And this is survival series. We don't worry too much on how things look rather than how they work in terms of settings and things. I'm just going to double check my seats. Seats 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Seat 8. I think this needs to be seat 9. And then we've got 10, yeah, and we go all the way through here until 16. Water cannon. We need to get our water cannon back on here at some stage. Where is your fuel? In here. A little bit of fuel, just in these little things here. Gives me about 3,000 liters, plus minus. I just need to double check that that is sealed though. Let's go and check. Yeah. So actually no, only gives me 1,700. So we lost about 1,000 liters because I've closed this up a little bit. Did I fix the alt hold? I don't think the alt hold had any missions. It didn't have any issues. We do need to do some missions though. We're going to do that now. Paint the roof. The roof's painted. I'm correct. Oh, we need to fill the roof in, but I'm not gonna, guys, at the moment we're gonna leave this exposed because I'm gonna add more stuff in there. Cool. I think we're good to go, chat. Let's go and do a mission. How expensive is the main island? Or is it in sections? It's in sections. Okay, transport required, destination, oil rig. Now, quick question. Do I have... sorry, chat. I will do a mission right now. I want to add anchor points underneath here. So if we do need to do any heavy lifting missions, we have some rope anchors underneath the creation. So I was thinking maybe here, 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 and here. Yeah, why not? So there and there. That way we can do some heavy lifting. Let's make sure it's the right way. There we go. We could even add some rope underneath here if we wanted to, just in case. I'm going to add some rope inside my creation. So here and here. I don't think I'm deleting anything. I'm hoping not, at least. I'm going to add 4 pieces of rope just in case we need to do some heavy lifting with any of our stuff. This is all good. We could even open this up and get a little bit more space in here if we really want to, just to optimize our fuel. Can I do that too? Yeah, I can. So if you want to get a little more fuel in these areas, just grab a wedge block like this, and that way you get more fuel out of this. Cool. So we just opened up that fuel area a bit. What's that? Nothing. What's that? Something. What's that? Something. What's that? Nothing. Okay. And let's just close this and this. There we go. Fix any paint blocks that we have. Done. Fix any paint blocks we have. Done. Cool. So that should have given us a little bit more extra space. Plus we've also got the hooks now underneath us. So if we want to do any lifting missions, I also really am interested to see how the Vtol is going to look once the landing gear is folded up. I think that's going to look really cool. Okay, mission time. Let's get the engines up and on. Cool, let's get our brakes on. Let's get our interior lights on. So nice and green in here. Spotlights are working. Nav lights should be working. Yes, they are. Happy days. Ramp is there. Everything is there. Everything is good. Cool, let's throttle down ever so slightly. And let's go and find this mission. So we need to... Destination is there. Huh? And we need to transport what? Transport 2 passengers. Okay, so that's easy. Easy job. So let's go and set that into our waypoint, which is here. Let's do a cruising altitude today of what, 300. Let's go and move forwards. Should be pretty good. Research tree still thing. It is if you enable it. That's classic career mode, I think. Yeah, classic career mode. I'm gonna get the brakes off also, by the way. No brakes needed today. Cool. Let's do up. Let's throw our gyro on and our alt hold on. Look at that. Very good. Looking snazzy. Let's go and throw our AP on. And now we should fly to the first waypoint. The yaw is still quite sensitive, so we might want to throw that down ever so slightly. But we're going... Ooh, landing gear. Ooh. That looks pretty neat, doesn't it, chat? With no landing gear on that. The wind is making us yaw quite a bit, but that looks pretty neat, doesn't it? Looks pretty good. It looks really nice. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Alrighty. So we need to go and pick up some people. And then once we pick up the people, we need to go and drop them off here. So we'll set a waypoint in a few minutes. How do you have the AP know which direction to go? Well, it's an autopilot. So it's designed. It uses compass sensors and GPS sensors underneath it, and then it tells it where to go. This one is the navigation, the marine. I think it's the marine one. Where you can program, I think, what, 8 or more points in the map, and then it will follow those points as you go through. It also has roll and pitch and a few other cool things on it. So theoretically, once you enter in the autopilot and the alt hold, you don't have to do anything with set it with the Vtol. In theory, we could even add a button here that says land. You just press it and it just lands the creation. So that could also be another option. So you can see we're getting there, so we can probably drop ourselves down to like 100 alt. So we should start dropping, and we need to go and pick those people up. We will probably land, so I'm probably going to get our landing gear on. And then we're going to put it into... See how it's now going and dropping us? Like that. And now I can take alt hold off and manually control the alt. So like this. And it should land on the... Because if we put the waypoint right, we should be landing on top of those people. We might need to tighten up the settings on the AP also. I remember that from the last one. The AP settings weren't that tight. So, and just like that. Happy days. Let's go and get our AP off. And let's go and just land. Might as well just land on the proper helipad here. Let's get brakes on. Cool, go forwards ever so slightly. Yaw ourselves a bit too, and we're gonna go down and probably look to the left and touch down. Cool, so brakes are on. We're gonna get our throttle down to about 8, that way it doesn't go flying away. And let's go and get these people. So there's 2 people just over here that we can go and fetch. So they can just follow us. We don't even need to pick them up. Yeah, we'll just follow them. Vtol's here, hasn't gone anywhere. We can just stick them inside here. So take one. There we go. Take another one. And put them in here. There we go. Cool, so back into our Vtol. RPS up. We're going to put our new waypoint in. Clear our current waypoint though. Put our new waypoint in. Happy days. Let's put a new hovering alt of, let's say, 500. And we should be able to firstly throw our alt hold on, which is good. All the pilots are in. We do need to add doors though. I'm just thinking of that now. And we can also get our landing gear up. And we can also get our AP on. And there we go. Not sure if the landing on top of the people is a good idea. Yes, that's why we didn't land on top of them. What's the new fuel capacity after the wedges? We added like 500, 600, just by putting those wedges in, which is a big one. How to enable the research tree in classic career? It should be enabled by default. If you start a new game and you choose classic career, it should be enabled by default, if I'm correct. It's been a while since I've looked at this, but that's just what I remember. I could be wrong. Will I put the Vtol in the workshop? Yeah, I will. I always put the Vtol at the end of the survival series, and that way you guys can play with it. Like, if you guys have been following along with the series, you'll know how much the Vtol has changed from the first 1 or 2 episodes until like this episode 5. The Vtol's changed completely, and that's why I don't upload the creations after every episode, is because otherwise I'm uploading something that is not finished, and that's something I don't like. Cool, we're doing not the best of speeds. Oh, I think I need to, yeah. See, the collective is an issue. I need to tell the system that if it's in Vtol mode, the collective needs to be full throttle. But if it's not in Vtol mode, put the collective down. I don't know. We need to look at that, because you can see how the... Oh no, but the throttle, if we have the autopilot on, the throttle is controlled by the autopilot, I think. Or is that the... No, that's the Vtol mode. Okay, we need to play with that. Oh, we need a pleasure mat. Yeah, wages add quite a bit. They do. That's why if you look at some of this, before people started using glitches and things to make things hover with tires and things like that for whatever they're creating, whether it's a small seaplane or if they're creating a mech or something like that, or hovercraft. Before we had that, we just had wedges. So you would find that on your smaller creations, like for example, I think it was my riverboat, Sawyer Rescue riverboat, that was just full of wedges because that's how it floated. And then obviously we learned about pivots that gave you extra buoyancy, so we added those on. And then obviously we learned about tires, that you can use tires to levitate, and now everything just uses that glitch. Cool. Okay, so we're not doing the best of speeds, but that's okay. I wonder if I was to take it off of autopilot. I'm going to take it out of autopilot, guys. And I'm just going to go into manual control, so 4 and that. And let's just do 2 is horizontal mode. So I'm now flying it. I mean, I'm going to take gyro off. I mean, I can get a little bit more speed out of it, but that's the limitation. I think this is the limitation of using modular engines, I think, for these type of speeds. I mean, we can add a turbo onto those engines, or a gearbox. I think we need to play with gearboxes. Look at that. Or we can just do this. So cool. And we can throw a gyro back on so that we don't end up flying to the ocean. Wind is quite strong, I think. You can see the wind how it's pushing us. Do I need a pump for the custom fuel tanks, or does it connect to the engine? You can just connect to the engine. That's all I've done. So it comes, there's a fluid port in there. It goes up, gets to here, and then gets diverted to both of those engines. And then it goes through pipes until it goes to a hose or anchor, and then goes to another hose, and then into the engine. the engines that have little pumps in them, it used to be that if you went more than 10 blocks vertically, you would need to add a pump on. Obviously, if you're playing around with like, not turbocharging, but if you're playing around with supercharging and things like that, if you want to start adding pumps, you can. That way you can get more performance out of your engine. But it's, once again, it's up to you guys if you want to use this, but you don't have to. You definitely don't have to use pumps. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's can I throw this on again and this on again? Yeah. I want to get this down to like 100 now, considering we're out in the ocean. We can also stop at creative and see how much creative is going to cost us. Jason, we'll have a look at that later on. We're going to do some missions now and see how we get on through with the missions and things. You can see the wind pushing us though. How the Vtol is countering it. Cool, so we should be coming up to this. There is a hangar or a place for us to land over there, so I'm going to throw that into the autopilots. So there we go. And now we should go over to the helicopter pad. We're at about 124 alt, so we'll tell it to go down to around 50 alt. I think will be all right. And then we should come down onto that. We're going to get our landing gear too. Now we can automate our landing gear, guys. So we could put a distance sensor underneath here and tell the Vtol that, hey, listen, if your distance is, I don't know, from 0 to 5, deploy the landing gear, etc. So that's something we could do. So now it should be flying itself into here. It's obviously fighting the wind a bit. We're going to get our brakes are on. Okay, all of this is on, so we should be good. How's our battery, by the way? The battery is not charging, so we do need to add some generators. We've got so many screens and lights and things. We do need to think about adding some more generators. Cool. So we can probably throw our alt-hold off now and tell it to start landing down here. And then I think once we get a little bit closer, I'm probably going to get my waypoint system off. Oh, I don't even need to land. Okay. I'm just going to throw these people out. I don't even need to do anything. Like, we're just chilling here. Okay. Cool. Let's get rid of these people. So I can't even pick them up anymore. So can I push them? I can't even push them. So they're stuck in here now. Nothing I can do about it. I wonder if we should explore. There might be some crates and things lying around with some money in it. The Vtol's here. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I think I would like to decrease the throttle on it though, just in case. Throttle down to about 9, and then theory. Now there really should be some rope anchors around here, because if we had some rope anchors, we could tie this down. I don't think that's going to go anywhere, but let's just hope and pray. Let's hope and pray that it doesn't go anywhere. Is there any crates? No. I'm not going to check every building, by the way. I'm just having a quick look to see if there are any. I'll check a few more levels. Usually in the office upstairs, I remember from back in the day, there used to be crates up there. So we're going to go up there and see. And see maybe there's a crate up there. We can also have a look and see if there's any other crates lying around. I don't see any. Anything? Nope, nothing in here. Okay, that's fine. I wonder if I can jump down here. Anything in here? Ah, there we go. 9,000. Ooh, that's pretty good. So that was worth it. We're going to just jump over here. The Vtol hasn't moved. The autopilot seems like it's still doing its thing, keeping us in position, so that's good. Any crates or anything lying around? Good on here. No, but there is a selling or buying points here for diesel. Yeah, I think it is. Cool. Okay, let's go back on our Vtol. I don't know if we have any other missions. What, underneath? I don't even know how to go underneath. Oh, there's a thing there. Good try. A little bit dark down here, but maybe in here there's a crate. Nothing in here. In here? Nope, nothing in here. That's pretty cool though. Nothing. Nothing. Okay, nothing around here. We're gonna go back upstairs before our Vtol gets knocked off by the wind, or who knows what happens. So we're just gonna go up. Back to the Vtol. It might be something up there, but I don't think there is. Have you used the Lua script at all for this, or is this all logic? All the stuff in here? Well, most of my controllers use Lua, like that, and a few other ones use Lua, but the rest of it's all microcontrollers. Cool. So now we're back in our Vtol. How is our fuel situation? Feels good. Battery's still depleting, so that is a big issue for me, is that battery issue. So we're going to bring this back to our base, and we're going to figure out a way to make sure that that doesn't run out of battery, because we don't want battery to run out. Otherwise, we're going nowhere. So let's enter a new waypoint in, which is going to be there. Oh, no, turn off the AP, please. I should have done our alt hold first before we did that. Oh, what? Okay, that's fun. Cool, let's turn all this off and let's get out before we die. Let's get some firefighting equipment. And yeah, let's fix my Vtol that just crashed into the side of this building. That was fun. Let's get some repair tools and let's fix all this. Luckily there wasn't much damage, just a little bit, so I'm pretty happy with that, and everything's repairable. Don't know what's happening with this window though. Oh, did I not add a window here in the front chat? I'm sure I had a window here. Maybe I deleted it at some point. Maybe. Oh, maybe I did because of this piece. Okay, well, we're all fixed. Now, pre-version 1, you could never do this. How's our blades? I'm just gonna double check the blades, make sure they didn't get damaged. I don't think they did. This one. Nope, all good. Let's go. Nice easy fix. Let's get, can I get this back into that mode? Cool. Let's get our engine back on, RPS back up. There we go. Not gonna complain with that. We're going to set an alt hold of, let's say, what, 400? Cool. And let's do 4 for alt hold. Happy days. Waypoint system on. Done. And done. Just like that. Adding an ABU, we could add an ABU system. That could be a good idea, but I think the key here is going to be adding more generators on, and possibly bigger batteries, because I think at the moment I've only got like 1 or 2 baby batteries in here. So we might add larger batteries in. That could be a better solution, and a better long-term solution, because the thing I mean, it's going down, but it's not going down too much, so not too big of an issue. I think what happened also with this window here in the front, it went away when we added this panel in, I think, but I could be wrong. We'll try adding it back on later on. We shall see. You turbocharged your wrecker? You mean supercharge, I'm guessing. And it wheelies at 130, I'm sure. I'm sure. It's always fun to do those things. The generators? Up here. I've already got 1 or 2 of them. They're in the if you can see just there where it's that black piece behind the propeller. There's 1 generator currently there at the moment. So I have an opportunity to add another 3 generators on each one of these engines. So we do have space for them. At the moment I've just got, only thing I've got in my engine, I think I have alternators on. I don't even know if I've connected the alternators, so maybe I disconnected them. But we want to check the alternators, make sure those are there and they're all working. Oh wait, no, we don't have a generator there, we have an electrical engine. Sorry, that's not a generator, that's an electrical engine. But yeah, we have space for 3 more things there. Cool. It went down by 20%. We got, guys, the amount of fuel we're using is almost nothing. Almost nothing. Battery is going down a bit. It's probably recharging now because we've got the engines running at full tilt. Only problem is when we're idling, that's not recharging enough, and that's my problem. So we will sort that out. Yeah, we could also gear the generators correct. We could do that. Because the problem now is I think we're not running any gears. We are, but very minimal. Very, very minimal. And the moment also those alternators that are on the engine are running at the same RPS that the engine's running at. So, yeah, and the same torque as the engine's running at. So we could look at doing that. We could also add, I'm just thinking to get rid of the exhaust, we could add some converters there on the engine too. That could be another solution. Currently we've got, what, triple design on this engine. Could make it a quad, but I think we're okay at the moment. Why does it sit off-centered? Because of the wind. If we were to take the wind off, we were to take this off here, which I could do, but if we were to take this off here, it would come back. It's just a wind situation. No landing gear. We need to get the landing gear up. We can add a distance sensor for that, as I said. We'll add a distance sensor maybe for the landing gear so that it automatically opens and closes itself. That could be a good useful thing, I think. Yeah, alternators are not, because alternators run, oh yeah, they run at the RPS of the engine, the torque of the engine, whereas as soon as you add a gearbox on, they run better. Well, the thing is, we have space to run one medium. Just the question, we don't, unfortunately. We don't have space to run one generator. Or one large one at least. I can also paint the white. I can make the white carry on onto the rear here. That could be another solution. Where are we currently? We can also maybe put a night mode on these, or just an off switch for the monitors. Interior lights, we do need to connect the interior lights, I think maybe to these panels. But yeah, you can see this is going down. Cool. Where are we? Are we close to home? Don't know what's happening with the ETA stuff and all this, but none of this is working. Maybe I disconnected a composite panel somewhere, but I need to fix that. The AP is working at least. Okay, we're here, we need to go here. What shipwreck is that? HMS, okay. Do we have any other missions? Oh, so this is... So this is part of the Stormlink. We could do some Stormlink missions. 5 to Olsen, and then here 10 to Olsen. Yeah, let's do a Stormlink mission. Seems like there's some cool missions around here. So let's just go back, make sure we got electricity working. And then we'll do some Stormlink missions, I think. Yeah, you could force more fuel into the engine, definitely. You could. Definitely you could do that. Oh, it's getting quite dark also, so we might sleep before we fix this. Let's get our alt down to, let's do 100 alt. Cool, so we're going down in altitude. Everything's working, happy dories. I want to use the rescue door. I really want to use the rescue door on things. But we don't have a mission for that yet. We'll do some Stormlink stuff. See how Stormlink works. Freezing in Brazil. Cold. Also like warm in Brazil. Get some spotlights on. Cool. How's our batteries? Okay, batteries not too bad. Spotlights are on. Cool. Let's drop our alt down to what? 20. That should be enough. We also probably want to get our landing gear out. So I'm definitely going to automate the landing gear because I'm lazy. I don't want to do it manually. We're going to automate the landing gear. Make sure that works a little better. Cool. So let's go. We should be close enough to base. Yep, we are. Cool. So let's automate this landing gear. So we can do it. So distance sensor. And we're just going to plop this down somewhere underneath our creation, like here. Done. And we're going to add a new thing onto here. Well, we're just going to replace this. So we're just going to go to threshold gates. And we're going to say if the distance is between -1 and what should we use? It's meters, by the way. So 2 meters, 4 meters, 4 meters. We're going to replace this with a number in. Number inputs. Cool. And that's going to go to those two. Cool. And we can delete this and delete this. So if the distance sensor detects that it's between -1 and 4, what it's going to go and do is it's going to So when it's not between 1 and 4, so let's use a not block. Because remember, our landing gear is open to start off with, so we're just going to use a not block. So when it's not between -1 and 4, then it's going to hold on, let me think about this. When it's not between 1 and 4, then it goes into closed mode. And then when it is, then it goes into deployed mode. Okay, that's fine. So I'm happy with that. So let's just update that and connect the distance sensor to it. So it's there. Make sure we've got electricity on the distance sensor. Cool. So that's done. Panda, hey, what's going on? Welcome. Oliver, hey, what's going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Do the pumps make a cool turbo sound? No, they don't. It would be cool if they did. It would be really cool if they did, but they don't, unfortunately. Let's fix this paint coloring. So that's all done. We need to check our battery situation. So where's our batteries? So yeah, we've got 2 baby batteries here. I think we can increase this up to some bigger batteries. So, I mean, is there space for us to add big batteries in here? Let's see. That is some type of sensor here. I just don't want to delete it. That's a speed sensor, so I don't want to delete that. And I was hoping to kind of keep the weight here in the front, if that makes sense, guys. So if I was to, I could put it here. I just need to delete this. I'm hoping I'm not deleting anything once again. Delete this, delete this. Is there anything here? Yes, there is. Okay. And is there anything here? Okay. So we're going to grab that, cut it, chuck it there, paste that in. And we're going to grab this one and cut it and paste it somewhere else where it's out the way. And we're going to put a large battery in here. So that's part of the solution for our battery situation, is to have one that lasts longer, firstly. So does that not fit? That should fit now. There we go. Yep. So a little bit larger battery, so that lasts a little bit longer for us. And that's going to go into there. Okay, cool. So that's done. Another thing we could do to save on some power, just thinking about this, is our landing gear. So instead of using this, we could use, so we could leave this unpowered, and then we could use some electrical connectors instead. That way it would be one way of saving some electricity there. Let's go and grab some generators. Now, generators at the moment, we could add them here. Let's see. See here? So I can add them in here. So one there, one can go there, and one can go there. I just would like, what if we added some, kind of getting an idea, guys. Hold on. Delete that, delete that. This is, it's got one gearbox facing, okay, let's leave it like that. Let's leave it like that for the gearbox. I had another idea, but I think we'll leave this for now. Okay, we're gonna replace this pipe with a big cross pipe, one of these guys, Omni pipes, and we're going to grab some generators. We're going to stick a bunch of generators here. 1, 2, 3 generators, done. And we're going to make sure those get connected up to the battery system. So 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Cool. So that's connected. Is there anything else? The window. the window. Let's see, can I get that in now? Is there something? No, the window can go in perfectly. I don't know what deleted it in the first place, but it's back in and it's perfectly fine. So no worries there. Don't need to worry about that. I mean, we could do some doors here. Could add some doors in here. So grab some pivots. That, and then this, and we just have some doors now. Well, hatches, should I rather say. And we'll add a button. Yeah, button, push button maybe? The push button on each of these. Sure. Just a simple push button. Or composite. Do composite panel. Where is the composite? There it is. So we're gonna add composite panel there and a composite panel. Actually, maybe on the outside. Or yeah, let's just get rid of it. Let's just do a double-sided push. And we'll, for now, because I want to do some more missions. So, oh, toggle. Double-sided toggle. And then we'll do something later on. Something a little bit cooler with this. Cool, so that's fine. Let's paint this here. Done. That's fine. Those need electricity. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we need another door controller. You can see I'm using the door controllers quite a lot. And let's just go and edit that. So instead of using comp, we're just going to delete this and change it to 2 on signals. So, and let's just say that's left and this one is right. And those are just going to go here instead. So left is going to go here. Right is going to go here. Done and done. Done. Update. I'm just going to check one quick thing. It's going to go to the on signal. That's going to go to on because it starts closed. That's why. Going to update that. Grab the controller. Go and plop it somewhere in the creation where we've got some space. And we're going to go right to right and left to left. Right to right and left to left. You can also change the speed if you guys think it's a little bit too quick. Cool. Let's just double check this work. And then we're gonna have a sleep, so that's going in the wrong direction. So done and done. That should be now going in the right direction. Yeah, cool. So distance sensor should be working now. Our doors here on the side so we don't fall off. And let's just make sure it goes out enough. Yep, I'm happy with that. And then you can obviously jump up in here, do what you want. Pity about the color, but that's what happens with these doors, unfortunately. Happy days. We've now got 2 little doors there. I'll clean that up because I'm not really happy with how that looks right now. Cool. So let's go and sleep before it gets daytime, and then we'll go do some Stormlink missions. So what's it? Tab to change view and sleep. Cool. Got 4 days to deliver passengers. Just become daytime. We've got emergency report from the sea fort, so we might do that mission quickly. So let's get a little bit more lighter. There we go. There we go. Cool. So let's jump out of the bed. So F to get out. Where is the sea fort? Somewhere around here. So there's a hospital here. Yes, this is all Stormlink stuff. Here? Yes. No, that's refinery. Where is this mission? Chat, am I blind? There was a rescue mission that we need to do at one of these places. Just can't find it with Stormlink enabled. It's quite hard to spot some of these things. Police station. We're here. That's observatory. That's the hospital. Is it here? Yes, there we go. So Seafort is over here. This is a landing pad over there, so we're going to fly to that point. We've got a bunch of equipment and things on us, so I'm happy. I'm going to respawn this just in case, like I always do. And hopefully everything is going to be working and fine, so we're going to jump in. We're going to RPS up, power up. Hopefully we have enough. Look how much battery we're using. Okay, we're generating. See how we're generating enough electricity now? It's going up. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Do we have enough RPS on this engine? Is the main question here. Let's get some interior lights and some nav lights on. It is raining today. Let's go forwards a bit. Now, when we get our alt up here in a few secs, you guys should notice that the landing gear is going to automatically fold away. Look at that. Folded away for us. So nice. Okay. We are going to set a cruising altitude today of 300. And let's get that enabled and our gyro enabled. And we are also going to set a waypoint, which we've done. So let's throw that into our system. RPS is a little bit lower than what I like to see, but I think we'll be fine. Let's go and put it into AP mode. And we should be off in a few seconds. Whoa. Hold on. Why doing that? You see how I was swerving left to right there? Got weird. We haven't added anything there that should have made it swerve like that. Alt hold is on. Our gyro, just double check I've got a gyro on. Yeah, gyro is on, so good with that. Let's try the alt hold stuff again, this AP stuff again. Oh yeah, no, that's fine. It's going down, it's going down. Let's turn it off. So it's almost like we just don't have enough power on these engines anymore. So we've added too many generators, which is fine. I kind of knew that was going to happen. So yeah, we don't have enough power on these engines anymore to do what I want to do. Okay, so let's bring this back to base quickly. Hopefully not crash it. Remove some of those generators, and we need to disable this, don't we? Yeah. So let's remove some of these generators and things, and then let's see what we can do. We're not far from base. Yeah, the engines are not powerful enough because we've added the generators on. That's fine. We don't need this many. Like we're at 100% battery, so we obviously don't need that many batteries or that many generators on. Maybe just one more on each engine will be more than enough. We can also take one more on each engine will be more than enough. Oof, really struggling here with power. Put it into Vtol mode and go a little quicker here. Back to base. Just need to keep the nose up. Need to fly like this. Need to fly like that on the way home. That's fine. Okay, we're just going to go and remove some of these generators. We're going to get rid of 2 of them on each engine. That should give us a little more power back. Let's bring this back down here, and there we go. So we're just going to go and symmetry on, delete this. There we go. So that way we've got 1 generator on each engine now, so that should be more. And we should have our power back, hopefully. So let's try and get our cruising up to 300. Let's get our waypoint in. Let's go forwards ever so slightly. Interior lights, spotlights no, nav lights on yes. Waypoint is set. RPS is going up much quicker than what it was before. So I think we're good on our RPS. We should be able to move forwards a little bit more. Okay, let's get our alt hold on, which is 4. Gyro needs to be enabled. Landing gear has already been folded away. Remind me, chat, to remove that hotkey for it. AP on. There we go. Nice and easy. How many hours do you have in this game to build something like this? Chat, we've built this in a few hours. And we've changed it so many times. And I think in chat, for those of you that watched last episode, was it last episode when we put my custom Vtol thing in here? How long did it take us to get it working? Just the Vtol part of it. Let me see if anyone remembers in the chat. See if anyone in chat remembers. We're gonna do this mission. Speed, whatever. Speed is okay. We've got more than enough power now. Batteries, fine. RPS is good. We do need some more power out of these engines because we're not doing the best speed. Hello, hey, what's going on? Welcome. Yeah, it didn't take us long to go from TT's controller, which is great, don't get me wrong, it's great for beginners, but for us, we wanted to do advanced things, like navigation systems and alt holds and all that kind of stuff. We converted from TT's to ours in a matter of like a few minutes to an hour. I can't remember, like, we did it pretty quick. Do I know a YouTuber called Hashi? Yeah, I know. I think he's another YouTube, Stormworks YouTuber, if I'm correct. Ba-da-ba-ba. Okay, cool. So we're doing 90 knots. I think we're doing knots, which is not bad. It's not quick. This is helicopter speed. I want to be doing plane speed, but I think we're going to need bigger engines for that. Yeah, this little cylinder engine is not cutting it. Or we could increase the RPS, to be honest. I wonder what our temperatures are. I don't think we should increase the RPS though. It already sounds like a lawnmower. So increasing RPS is probably not going to be the best idea. Gearboxes will probably be the next solution. It's either to decrease or increase the gearboxes. And also play around with the setting to get our speed, our collective up, but... Yeah, as soon as you'd have the body, yeah, exactly. Add a supercharger? Yeah, we might. I might just do that next. I want to do a few missions though. Missions where you have fun. I actually have fun building. Oh yeah, we're going to post the Vtol? Yeah, I've answered it several times already. We're going to post it at the end of the survival series like we always do. We will post it. Don't worry. Obviously, there'll be a few tweaks here and there once we eventually do post it. This thing will be a boss. But so far, pretty happy. Pretty happy with a small little survival series creation. Like this. How's our batteries? Yeah, everything's still good. Waypoints. I need to check why these are not working, but we can figure that out later on. I don't know what emergency they have though. At here. We're only about halfway. So emergency call from the sea fort. The manager reports that their guides and a group of tourists are trapped by fire. They notice intel on the location of the casualties. The signal inside is very low due to the thick walls of the fort. Okay, so it definitely is a fire. So we should be good with our firefighting equipment that we have on us. We do still have firefighting equipment on here. While we're flying, I'm actually going to get out the seat here. I have no risk of falling out anymore because we've added doors. And I'm going to add the firefighting equipment to myself. And we're also going to grab some stuff while we're here. I'm probably going to get rid of the welding torch because I don't need it. Grab the firefighting and let's do... what? Medical. Let's just do a bunch of medical stuff, I think. whole bunch of medical stuff just in case. The good old medical aid get in your face situation when you're crouching, as you guys know I love. Oh, we're doing pretty well. Okay, cool. Oliver has a question. I don't think it was much of a question. Oh, yes it is, sorry. All of my creations are very detailed. I can make well-functioning creations, but I feel I have no detail. Well, detailing is just making it look nice. Not much functional stuff, but you know, take real things in real life for inspiration, for details. Like, I didn't just magically come up with this design. Like, obviously there's a little bit of V22 here, inspiration, a little bit of Osprey in here, but yeah, just play around with it. You know, try things and try new things. That's what, you know, a lot of us have done. We've tried new things and they worked and they look cool because no one else has done them before, and then all of a sudden they become a trend and everyone uses them inside their creations. And that's the cool thing, is just try different things, try different designs, and you'll come up with cool things. Mr. NJ, is it possible to make a modular engine quieter? I'm building a Lake Superior freighter. Freighter? Yeah. I'm using modular engines really loud. Well, the larger ones I think are quieter. The large ones are quieter. But otherwise, just you have to run them at a lower RPS. Obviously, the more engines you add, the lower the RPS you can run your engines. Isn't the V22 very unreliable? I don't know. Never been in one, so I wouldn't know. We're nearly at the C4 in any case, which is good. Let's lower our alt here to about 100. I think most things like a V22, you know, those military type helicopters, are very unreliable in a lot of things. What Stormwork workshop mods would you recommend? You mean like add-ons? Well, two of the biggest ones, which I recommend everyone uses, is Stormlink 1, not mine. It just adds a lot of more diversity in missions at the moment. And 2 is the rescue mission, the AI rescue, which is mine, which then you can call a rescue service to come rescue you. It's very useful for survival series when you can't respawn things. So yeah. Those are the 2 big ones I recommend. I've got a whole other suite of other ones that I usually play with, which is like firefighting water bombing with my dash, where you call in and it does a strip of firefighting. That's pretty cool. Drops water in a line. That's a cool one. I've also got the refueling one. What else do we have? There's the wind farm one, which is pretty cool. It's a new one. I think I looked at it in 2 weeks ago. Top 5s, I think. So that one was pretty cool too. It's going to go into manual mode here, guys. So AP is off and alt hold is off, and let's just go to land here. So yeah, there's a few add-ons. I think like Carnival's Racetrack is really cool. That I've used that so many times. If you're into like tanks and things and vehicles, check out Christian's like proving grounds or tank grounds. Those things are cool. We used them in challenges before. They're really cool. I'm just gonna land over here. I'm going a little bit close to the wall there, so I'm just gonna back off ever so slightly. And I think I'm happy here. Let's get our RPS down. Let's get our battery on. And we're gonna get our engine on. So this is all off. So we shouldn't use too much electricity. We're going to open this door. I do have my firefighting equipment ready to go. So we need to go and locate these guys wherever they are, somewhere inside here. There's a fire apparently. So, where is the fire? Is it in here? It is. There we go. So here's the fire. Not much of a fire, is it? But, okay. Put the fire out. A couple of boxes caught fire, and that's pretty much it. There might be some more below us, actually. I probably shouldn't say that before we figure it out. Or this might be coming from below us. No, it looks like it's definitely coming from here. Okay, so there's this one. Oh, come on. There we go. So that one's out. Need to get what looks like a fridge or a box of some sort. We need to get that off. Okay, these are not going out. Let's try this one. Okay, and that's going out. We might have to go back to the Vtol to get another firefighting. See how the fire is spreading? That's fire. That's building spread. Come on. Like, I'm pointing this like directly at it. Can I move these? No, I can't. Yeah, this fire extinguisher is about to run out, so we're gonna have to. It's an oil fire. There's no specialist equipment. That's getting bigger. Okay, we need to go. We're gonna toss that one. We're gonna get our last firefighting extinguisher, and hopefully we'll be fine. Okay, get this one. Should have brought more. I should have more, to be honest. Maybe it's underneath. It's the only thing I can think of. See, it's getting bigger. It's not underneath, is it? No, it's not. It's just here. Okay. So maybe if I come in from this angle. Is it getting smaller, chat? I think it's getting smaller, isn't it? It looks like it's going smaller. Don't want to use all of this because if I use... Yeah, that looks like it's going down. There we go. There we go. That off now? No. There we go. You got 3,000. Okay, that's fine. So while we're here, let's just check. Oh, here's everyone. Hey guys. I was wondering what they were doing here. So these are the tourists. Do I need to transport them? No, I don't. Okay, I don't need to transport them. So yeah, good luck. Goodbye. Have a good life. I'm out of here. Fire extinguishers there. I'm gonna do a quick walk around just to see if there's any more equipment. Oh, not equipment, but any boxes lying around, because boxes is free money. Nothing on the roof, maybe in here. Let me check. I think there's also another little cave area there we'll check out in a few seconds. Boxes? No. So go down here, and then here, and then... Is that a box there? I don't know if that's a standard box, I can't remember. It's been a while since I've been here. Standard boxes. Yeah, all standard stuff. Okay, let's head out. Let's go and do some... Looks like a cult gathering. Yeah. Don't know what they're doing down there, but oh well. Cool. There's some more people over there. Fine. I don't think they want anything. And then, yeah, cool. So let's head out of here. Let's go and do that mission. I'm going to put some of my equipment back inside of Vtol. So here. Did I... Oh, yeah. First aid kit in my face again. I love it. You hear my sarcasm there. Okay, let's go and fire this thing up. Let's get out of here. So alt... Good, this is good, this is good. We're going to go and do some delivery missions. So we're going to head over to Olsen Bay. And we'll do some missions over here. Set a waypoint. Let's clear the waypoints. And let's put our new one in. Done. Let's put our alt hold on, which is 4. Bye-bye, guys. And let's get our thing on. And we should be heading off. Just like that. We are the fire cult. Yeah. Okay, cool. So we're heading out. Oh, I forgot the door. Let's close the door. Hopefully I don't fall out the door. Cool, let's close the door. There we go. And I should probably maybe add like a sensor or something to detect if the Vtol's moving, the doors will automatically close by themselves. That's something we could do also in the future. Also, I'm just going to heal myself because I was low on health. Not low, but I was starting to get low. The banking. Still banking in the wind. Cool. Okay, we're heading off. Let's see what chat's up to. Chat, are you still alive? You still there? Hopefully you guys are enjoying the missions instead of building. MrNJersey, would it be possible to save data from monitors so you could make waypoints around the map and save them? Yes, you could. You could store it in a table. The only problem is that every time the creation is despawned, it will despawn all your locations. If you want to check out a cool thing I did something where I did a showcase of I think it was 3 or 4 things I was working on. It was the C-130, the Bradley, and also something else with lure and missions that I showed off, it was a way of plotting an autopilot through chat commands instead of your vehicle. But go and check out that video. I definitely recommend it. Hook the doors up to the landing gear. Yeah, we can. We could definitely do that. Definitely possible. So when we touch down, the doors automatically open, and when we lift off, the doors automatically close. Definitely, good idea. Darius, you love the channel so much. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Have something with a solar panel or 2 antennas that saves your tables. Tables? 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 Okay. NJ, do you plan on building any other vehicles in the survival story? Yeah, probably. This is just the first creation we did. Usually in the survival series we evolve from a small one to a medium to a large to something different. So yeah. Will the C1... Well, it's finished currently as it is now in its form, and it's been on the workshop for months. It's finished in its form because it's completely operational. But with the... I did promise that with the DLC, the weapons DLC, I would update it to be a gunship. That's why I built it, was for gunship. So, yeah. We will definitely be updating that at some point. We'll see. Once we get weapons DLC, which should be... What are we now? End of July month? 2 months? Can't tell. I can't say. Yes, correct. I'm putting it on the workshop when the series is finished. Wanted to add solar panels. I could add solar panels. There's nothing wrong with adding them. I'm just going to increase my ult here because there is a small mountain just in front of us here. I could definitely do that. Definitely could do it. You're building a sub. Cool. Hopefully it's a nuclear sub. When does the weapon DLC come out? Devs haven't given us dates, but they said obviously we usually get updates every 3 to 4 months. So if you go take the date that the last major update came out and you add 3 to 4 months on top of that, that will give you the date of when we're getting weapons DLC. Plus, obviously I can't confirm that there's a crate down there. I can't confirm or deny that, but that's what they've said. So yeah, let's go down to about, what, 10 out? I think we'll be fine. Cool, I'm actually going to go into manual flight mode now so I can control where we're landing, because we're going to land ourselves just over here and to do these Stormlink missions. And let's get the alt hold off, and let's just land over here on a flat surface area, not on top of them. Of course, never land on people. Brakes are on, engines are on, we shouldn't fly away. We're going to open up the doors, get the people inside. Actually, let's try the ramp out. I haven't used the ramp yet, so let's try the ramp out. Let's actually get this thing out the way. Winch up. Cool. And let's do ramp down. Definitely want to make the ramp quicker. I think that's quite a very slow ramp system, but it works. Just want to paint this. Okay, so the ramp is good. Wow, do I really have this many people? Oh yeah, Stormlink. I don't need to load them. They automatically just get into my vehicle, don't they? Forgot about that. Well, it's not fat, it's a short. It's a short and stubby Vtol. That's the thing. Because we have a very, very, very small build area. How many seats do we have in here, by the way, guys? Anyone remember? 16? 16 seats, okay. So P cap 16. Cool, so we got 16 in here, and now we need to do what? P cap something? P cap load? P load? No. Help. P help. Yes. P load, yeah. P load, and then couldn't we just do P load all? I think we can just do P load all, can't we? So question mark P load. Ah, no, we need to Olsen. No passengers at Olsen for Olsen. Huh? Oh, we need to tell it. Do we need to tell it where we're going? It's guys. It's been a while since I've used this. Loads active with the passengers destination. Ah, okay, destination. So where do these guys need to go? 10 for halt. Okay, so we're gonna halt then. So P load halt. Hey, 10 people on board. Cool. Alt is gonna be set to 100. Let's go and let's go up. Yeah, I guess. So 4, and let's put a halt as our new waypoint, which is over here. We'll set that as a waypoint. We'll clear this one, put this one in, done, and toggle it, and let's go. Can you make a survival MP server? I think we're really fun to see what multiplayer. I used to have a server that ran, but no one used it, so I got rid of it. I also used to load it. I used to host it myself. But to be honest, if no one's playing on it, I wasn't feeling like killing the environment by having a computer running that I didn't need to have a computer running for. Can you make a survival MP? No, we talked about that already. Are the engines revving super high? Yeah, they run at 20 RPS. They run a little bit higher, a little bit less. Obviously not perfect, but they run at 20 RPS constantly. And obviously when we're going forwards like this, you put more load on them, so they quieten down a bit. And I think I've got headphones on. Yeah, I do. I have the helmets on, so it makes it a little bit more quieter while we're flying. And then as soon as I get out, like now, you can hear them running quite loud. We're going to try and supercharge the engines in a few minutes, considering we have unlimited amount of fuel pretty much. So we'll try that out in a few minutes. Can you make a video on how to make a jet go in reverse, a jet boat go in reverse? I mean, we could, but I think there's a few tutorials on that already, isn't there? So I used to have on the multiplayer server that we had back in the day. This is going back what, a year, I think. I had creations on the server like randomly, like 3 creations here and another 3 there, and where you spawned in, there was helicopters. I think some of you guys remember this. Some of the helicopters, so that if you got out the seat and if you didn't get back in the seat within like a minute, the helicopter would automatically fly back to its base and land there for the next player that wanted to use the creation. Because that was always the problem, is everyone was like, I remember when I used to go back on other people's servers, is people would just leave and their creations would be stuck there, and it would just slow down the server. So that's what we came up with for my solution, at least for my thing. Let's get all the stuff off and let's go and just land here and get all these people in. Well, actually, we don't even need to stop the Vtol. We just need to land and then unload and then load again. Cool. So what is it? P unload? Question mark P unload. I think. Yes. Oh, I got 700 for that. I think. 700 or 7,000? Probably 700. Cheap buggers. And pay me enough to do that. Okay, so there's some more people here that need to go some places. So we've got 22 hospitals. So I think I'm going to the hospital. And then from the hospital, I'm going to go back to our base. Do a few improvements on mission. Cool. P load hospital. Should be loaded in now. Your vehicle's full. 4 passengers. Oh, I couldn't load all the people in. I don't have space for them. Okay. Well, that sucks. Okay, well, let's just deliver the people that we can deliver. And we're going to be delivering them over there. So let's clear this waypoint. So let's enter a new waypoint in. Oop. Enter a new alt of 100. And let's go up. So 4. And let's turn the AP on. 3 days. I'm really actually pretty happy with my Vtol. Except that big mountain that's in front of us. I'm pretty happy with the Vtol. I think it's, for what I wanted it to do, it's done a fantastic job. Nice. Cool. Okay, so we're heading off there now. I really like how it looks with there's no landing gear on it. That's really nice. Really cool. How do you make a jetboat go in reverse without using routers or fins? Can't in theory. You'll need a thrust, something thrusting it on the opposite side to push it in that direction. Do you need to add another exhaust or something on the other side? Unless, no, there's no other way of doing it. How do you set the RPS on the modular engine? I have a controller and then that you just set that there and it does its own thing. We're here at the hospital, so which is great. Let's get on to 25. Yeah, so it's the controller. Whoa, it's the controller that does everything. I want to get an eye on it. I don't think I can. It's over here in the wings. I don't think I can reach it. Show you what it's doing. Yeah, no, I don't have it here to show you, unfortunately. That's right, maybe here. Is that it? I don't know. I can't really tell. Maybe. But it's doing its own thing. So hold on. There's some people here. Let's get our lights on. We can't see anything. Okay, that is much better. So what's happening down there, people? I need to deliver people there. So I could, in theory, just land, couldn't I? So AP off, on. And if we were just to touch down here, like that, so we're theoretically at the station. We can do P unload. Hey, there we go, 16 people. We might want to add some more seats now, considering that we're doing these missions. Cool, let's go up. And we're gonna go back to our base. So get an alt of, let's do 125. Let's throw alt hold on, and let's put a new waypoint. And we're gonna go back to base and do a few things. So set waypoints. We're gonna clear. We don't even need to clear it. It's gone. Cool. 3 days. And let's throw that on. Cool. Water jets. How do water? Oh, what's going on here? Hello. Don't know what happened there. Maybe not enough altitude. There we go. That's better. Oh, yeah, we might want to clamp those that you're again. Water jets have 2 number. Yeah, so exactly as Brilliant Shadow just said. So water jets, you just give it both a number on its turning points, and that way it goes in reverse. I've got a video on that. I've got a video on water jets. Go just search my channel for water jets. Cool. How's our batteries? Good. Fuel. We've got so much fuel. Okay, so we're bringing this back. We're going to turbocharge. Not turbo. We're going to supercharge the engine. Gonna supercharge the engine. I am gonna add some more, maybe think about adding more seats in there at the back. What else did I want to do? Fix the painting here. Yes. Yeah, I think that's about it. I don't think there's anything else I really want to do right now. So, unless chat, you remind me if there's anything else that we needed to do. Maybe less sensitivity on yaw, but otherwise I think we're good there. Oh yeah, we wanted to do the doors, didn't we? We wanted to do the doors. I also maybe would like a spotlight that faces forwards on this creation. So, okay, first things first. Let's get rid of these silly buttons. And paint that, and then get rid of the silly controller that I had on them, which is this one if I'm correct. Yes. And now we're going to connect the landing gear, front landing gear, which should be a... This is out by default. Well, I guess we could just make these doors out by default, couldn't we? So if we delete that, delete that, delete that, and could I go one in? I can. Okay, so I'm going to do some little trickery here with the doors, and we are going to delete that. Oh, those are double, aren't they? Okay, no, maybe not. We are going to go out there, so we're going to do something like that, and then just think that. And then that, and then what? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and maybe some handles on it just to make it look a little. Oh no, some door frames or door edges at least. So I'll add those over here like that, and then we're going to paint this part gray and this gray. I think that's good. Yep. So that's gonna then ideally fold up, unless I got the measurements wrong on that. Might have actually done the measurements wrong on that one. Did I? Because if it's facing... Yeah, it's gonna interfere with this door here, which is the problem. Okay. Let's go back to what we had originally. So go up. Up like that. Yeah, that's fine. Just gonna fix this painting here. Cool. There we go, that's fine. And I guess we can just replace this with door stuff that I wanted, and we'll figure out the rest later on. So next, if we go like that and grab that, put that there, and then we could actually put handles here, couldn't we? Let's try. Well, not handles, sorry, ladders, just for detailing purposes. So like that. Do you think that looks a little weird, chat? What do you think of having those there? Like that. Too weird? I think it's alright. It kind of sticks out a little bit too much, but could always just replace it with handles. That instead. That might be better, I think. Yeah, handles instead. Handles instead, I think was better solution on that. Okay, we wanted to connect this up to... I wanted to connect this up to our landing gear. So it needs to go +1. It needs to go +1 when it happens. So let me just think about this. So that's fine. So this is the front. And we want a -1 when we're landing. I think I just need to add an extra piece. Yeah, I do. So let's just do an extra piece here, and let's call this the side doors. Number output in here for all the issues that we have. And we're going to add another switch box. That's going to go and control this one. And when we're on the ground, we're going to open it. It's going to be -1, I think, chat. Find it out in a few seconds. And then when you're in, and then when it's not in between that range, it's going to close, which to go to 0, it's fine. So is it negative? Yes, it is. Negative to open. Cool. Make sure it's got electricity. It does. Make sure this gets connected to this and this. So now, once we spawn this in, those doors should just automatically open. And there you go. Doors open. Cool. I'm happy with that. The next thing is I wanted to make the back ramp or whatever, this thing here at the back, open a little bit quicker because it was super slow. Increase the speed to like 2. Cool. Also wanted to add more seats if we had the space for it. So can add 1 more seat on either side there. I could add 1 more seat over here. It looks a little weird, doesn't it? Could add some jump seats in theory. I wanted to, but I think for now we're good with seats. Let me just add 1 more seat on the other side. Cool. So this would be seat number. What number is that? That's 16. This is going to be seat 17. This will be seat 18. I guess we could reuse these, couldn't we? We could even reuse those and rename them, but I mean, don't tell anyone. Then cool, there we go. How long are you planning on doing the series? We do the series for a couple months. Okay, so we've upgraded that. We've got all that in. That's all working. This is all happy in here. I'm pretty good with all this. One thing we could also obviously close the roof up a bit, but I'm all right at the moment with the roof being a little bit open. Gives me a chance to change my ideas later. Let's do a little bit of detailing here at the back. Just not a lot, just a little bit. And we're going to do possibly something like this, and then that. Just to change things a little bit here at the back. Make things look a little bit cooler. Cool, so we're gonna go into this there. And then there we go. So you can see how we're just gone and detailed it just a little bit, just to give it a little bit of detailing here at the back and, you know, make it look interesting. Because at the moment, you know, it's very bland, the back. Could even fill this area up here too. Like that. Cool, it's very bland here. So we just want to make it look a little better. I would like to add some more frame pieces in there, but for the moment we're gonna leave it as is. Oh yes, I said I wanted a rotating spotlight, didn't I? We're gonna do that here. And disable symmetry, delete those 2 pieces. And I'm gonna paint this dark gray. And we're gonna grab a pivots. So, and we're gonna go and stick it. I'm going to use the same on or same number I have here as a positive. We want facing that way. Perfect. And we can leave this all black. Sure. I guess we can actually paint it white. Yeah, let's paint it white. Let me actually just grab this and paint it white. Yeah. Or whatever color this is underneath. Positive is still facing that way. Let's grab a spotlight. Stick it on here like that, and now we go and connect that over to just our spotlights, don't we? Yeah, regular spotlights. Some electricity to that, done. Some electricity to that, done. This is going to go to an existing number sensor we already have, which is that one. And in theory, if we spawn that in, we should get a nice little angle. Yep, look at that. So that's going to face downwards perfectly for us when we're coming in for a landing. Nice. Okay, so I'm happy with that. What else did I need, chat? I said I wanted to supercharge the engine, so we're going to do that next. Supercharge the engines. Okay. So we've got cooling. I mean, we could just add a large pump in here, couldn't we? That's there. What's this? Nothing. Okay, and then that's the pivot, which we need. And this is our air over here. Just thinking, because I don't want it to interfere with, you know, how we go forwards and backwards. Don't want it to interfere. I mean, we could add a pump here. And that would be the logical place, and then the logical thing would be to actually add more cylinders here, because we've got the space for it. So I'm going to do that, and we're going to connect the cylinders here like that. We're going to take our air, we're going to face it up. We're going to use this space underneath the engine to add a pump in. So we're going to add a big boy pump. Of course, we don't mess around here. And we're going to add that possibly like that. Just make sure it's got the out on that side. Let's rotate one more time. There we go. So we're going to do that, I think. Maybe that. Yeah, that I'm happy with. And then that's going to come into this piece here. We're just going to rotate this piece around. I don't know if this is going to work. I haven't tested it. I haven't done it, but in theory, obviously from my testing the other day, this should in theory work. I'm going to rotate this guy here too. Cool, so let's cut that. Done. And let's connect that. Grab some pipes so we can get symmetry mode on now. We're going to go from there into the outs. And there, that's fine. Just make sure this is all... Yep, and we're going to add an air filter just over here. We could actually add an air ram. I'm just going to add an air filter on. Cool. And there we go. So in theory, those are turbocharged. So let's just go and key switch over to the air, key switch over to the air, which is the pump. Okay. That's fine. Make sure it's got electricity on those pumps. 1 and 2. Can I show the set RPS controller? It's on the workshop. It's on the workshop. You guys can go download it if you want it. Just gonna fix some of the stuff here. Done. Make it look a little better. Cool. I might need to up the settings though on these. So try to remember quickly. It's these ones. I was gonna make this 01 and this one 99999. Make them just react ever so slightly quicker to these. Just increasing the performance of these engines ever so slightly. So what I'm doing now by doing this is I'm just opening up this controller. This is this piece here, which I'm looking at right now, is actually the part that learns how many things you have on your engine and adapts. It's the first ever controller that was able to do this. Let's go and just adjust that ever so slightly. Update that, and that should all work now. Let's go and check. So we're going to jump in here. The only problem with the doors, yeah, doors are fun actually. Thinking about it. Should be able to increase that. Turn this on. Max throttle. Ooh, look at the power. This thing's got power. Thing's got power now. It's gonna start capping out because we've capped it to 20 here. It's gonna start going back down now. But that looks good. Let's just go check like AFR values and things on this engine. So yeah, look at the fuel. The fuel air is almost identical now. Temperature is going up a little bit. AFR is good. We could actually increase our air fuel volume and make these engines run either lean or rich. That way we get more power out of them. Should we make... What do you guys think? Should we make these engines run... yeah, I'll clamp the yawn in a few secs. Should we make these engines run a little bit more richer? What do you guys think? 12.5? Make them run rich? Try and get a little more power out of them? Let's see. Did I put air in or out? I pushed air in. What do you guys think? Do you think we should run these engines nice and rich? They're gonna have so much power on them now. We've supercharged them, plus they're rich. Okay, let's run them rich. Let's see what happens. I can't do it before and after though, but let's run these engines. Spotlights, oh, that's so much better. That front spotlight is the key there that I needed. Our fuel's definitely going down quicker now, but our engines are probably going to run so much more better. Whoa! What's happened to our front landing gear? I can't see anything, we're in the dark. But let's just push up. And I'm going to go and just put a... I can't see anything. Hold on. Let me get... Hold on, chat. Lights, there we go. I can actually see what's going on in here. Okay, let's put a waypoint down and let's see what our top speed we're going to get up to now. Let's do an alt hold of, let's say, 200. Let's... Whoa! Is this the wind? Oh no, I don't have my gyro on. See, should have put the gyro on. So let's try this now. So that's good, that's good, that's good. Let's throw AP on. And let's see what type of speed we're going to get on this AP now. Come on, I think it's still going forwards. Still, come on, go forwards. We're already doing a better speed. Probably actually gear those engines up now. That's not even at full tilt yet. Oh yes, come on, up in speed. 130. So 130 is what we've got to. That's better than before. We were doing what, 80, 90 before? And I think I can get that speed up more. Yeah, you can see I can get that speed up more if I wanted to. That's not bad. So we increased. Not bad at all. Let's go back to base. Whoops. I'm busy driving off to some random location. Let's go back to base. Cool. So we should head back to base now. Happy days. Nice and easy. Let's get our alt down to, let's say, 100. Am I going to put this in the workshop? Yes, I will. After the survival series is finished. We will do that. My light is colliding with the ground. You think so? Oh, I guess so. Sucks though if it is, because that light position is perfect. Not bad. I'm really happy. Chat dead? Chat's not dead. Chat's there. Everyone's there. Everyone's just enjoying the survival series. Cool, so we're gonna go in for a landing here. Cool. I can also connect the nav lights to the landing gear. Yeah, we could. So the nav lights automatically turn on when the landing gear retracts. We could do that. We could interior lights as soon as it becomes nighttime. There's a lot of automation things we could do here, I think, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with it so far. I really like how it looks at the back now. And you guys know from the last episode, I spent so much time playing with it back, trying to get it to what I wanted. And now we're finally there. That front light is doing its job. I do just want to see if that front light is the one thing that is throwing our landing system off at the moment. No, it should. The front light should not collide with anything. Look, it's good. Is it because I had brakes? No, I didn't have brakes on. Let's try to go forwards. No, it's good. It's not. It's definitely not the light that was connecting with anything. You can see there, it's perfectly fine. It was very bright. Sorry. So yeah, it's not the lights. Fuel. I can't believe the fuel's lasting that long. Cool. So we're going to stop that. Put that on. Is there any missions for us, or should we sleep? I think we should sleep. Let's go and sleep. So we're gonna stop that and let's go and sleep. Done. Tab and sleep. Wait for it to become daytime. There's a mission requiring vehicle requiring transport. Okay, we're going to try and do that mission. I don't know how well it's gonna go, but we're going to try to do a transport mission for a vehicle. We also have 3 days left to transport everyone to get a bonus. I don't really care about the bonus, I don't think. Let's go and get our Vtol. Let's go and do this transport mission, wherever this is. So where's this transport mission? Here. Okay, so we need to... a green tugboat in the ocean. Okay, well, let's try and see if we can pull a tugboat. It's going to be interesting. Chat, what do you think my success rate is going to be of pulling a tugboat? What do you think this success rate is going to be? I don't think it's going to work. I don't think it's going to work. But it's worth a shot, isn't it? We don't need any of this on. Put my gyro on. Cool. And then Alt hold. Then that back. And then that on. Cool. Did I not enter a waypoint? And I'm almost certain I did. I did, yeah. Cool. That Alt. 45. Okay, cool. Not good. Not good chances for success. Landing gear button. No, we don't need it. It's automatic. Landing gear is automatic. Can you make the supercharged selectable so you can run the engines with or without it for fuel economy? I mean, you could. Yeah, you could. I guess you could have. I don't know what would happen if you turn the pump off. I don't know if it would still let fluid through. I've never tested that. But if it didn't, you could just add another fluid port, or you could add a valve. Like what I did with the steam and with coal. I came up with that method where you can redirect stuff. Christopher, you want me to do a hotkey for the landing gear? No, I don't need it because it's automatic. I don't see a point, and you can see how we're flying against this wind here. Really just pushing us. I can obviously manually go back, but see how it pushes us there on the left? So cool. How far are we from... Oh, wow, that's quite far. That's a big transport. Does the large impeller pump make a difference compared to the small for supercharging? I don't know, I haven't tried it. The large impeller pump is too large for these engines, for modular engines. They'll probably work for medium or large, but in my testing, they wouldn't work on the engines that I used for my testing. So that's why I never showed that. It's because they wouldn't work. You need a big engine to use the large impeller pumps. Oh yes, I still need to remove the landing gear hotkey. Aha! That's where you were getting at. Nice one, thanks for reminding me. I'll get rid of it. Don't put it, try and lift it. Well, that's exactly why I've got my lifting stuff underneath. But it depends if it even has lifting ports on it or connections. I don't know. We're gonna find out soon enough, aren't we? I still don't know your Discord, Matthias. You just join my Discord. It pops up like every few seconds in chat here with a link. Sure, will pop up like any second now as soon as I say it. And also the website. It's on the website also. There's a whole guide on how to join Discord on the website if you want to do that. You definitely need a way to take the turbocharger. I mean, not really. The amount of fuel that we're using is minimal. Is very minimal. We've done that so far, which is halfway. So how many miles is that? Let me set a waypoint. I don't know if I can actually see the waypoint on my map, can I? I don't think I can see it. No, I can't see it on my screen. But we've done that, and we've used 20 liters of fuel. We're using nothing, like almost nothing of our fuel, so I'm not worried about that, to be honest. You guys, the old hull definitely needs some work on it, but that's something I'll do at another point. We also need to connect these up to the lights inside. Cool. So supercharging my Vtol, supercharging. That actually looks pretty cool. Having those pumps on the side there. And underneath also. I said I wanted to get rid of the exhaust. I didn't like the exhaust. I'm going to get rid of it at some point. How far are we? Okay, so we're nearly there. And we'll have a look and see what is happening with this thing. It's in the description of the video. It's going to pop up in the chat any minute now. The ocean is getting quite big. Wow. And what is my CPU? It is a 3700X. I recommend go to my website. I think it's what MrNJgaming.com. I've got all of my specs listed there. Also in the video description are my links to specs also, if you guys want to check that out. These ocean, oh, it's quite a big ocean there. Quite big. Nice big waves are going to make it even harder to get this thing. When I break, the gear is gonna unfold. No, this creation's not heavy, and I've got tricks to get around that. My landing gear never breaks, never ever. Yeah, tricks. Look how this thing is flying sideways in the wind here. Wow, that's pretty cool. But I think our speed has gone way down here. Oh no, speed's still good. Do you work in IT? Yes, I do. And that's as much as I can say. And no, I don't work for developers of Stormworks. If you're going to ask that question. Small bit's too weak. Yeah, if you've got a lot of weight on it, but if you know how to use them, then no, they're not. They're pretty good. And there's different ways you can also strengthen them with different things. Different magnets, different connectors. There's a lot of ways you can strengthen those connectors so they never break. I've used them on like my dash. I've used them on my C-130. And those landing gears never break. So, yeah, they're not that bad. I've never seen the waves that high without doing it manually. Yeah, this is all just real life. Yeah, just that tugboat is going to be almost impossible to get to. Like it's already. I don't have any binoculars. Has that thing just sunk? No, it's there. Okay, so it is there. What ult should we do? 25? I'm gonna do 25. Oh, those waves. This is going to be an interesting attempt. Now, yeah, there are magnets on there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to lift this. I mean, we can try. We can definitely try. We do need to get a little bit closer though. Okay, well the Vtol seems to be happy exactly where we are right now, so... I mean... Can you actually go to that point? So let me just clear this waypoint and put the new one in. That should fly almost directly, but you can see how much the waves are knocking this thing up and down. That's what I'm worried about. Is if I go down there, don't want to go too low either. This is risky. Well, I guess we could always try and make use of the NJ rescue service if this goes horribly wrong. I mean, let's get rid of this firefighting equipment and let's grab some ropes. And we're going to use the harness to go down, I think, and connect these ropes. Oh, I should really have a rope anchor on here. That would make it so much easier. I'm trying to think of solutions for this, guys. Okay, I think I've got a solution. So I am going to open this hatch. I'm going to winch down as much as I possibly can. I think that should be good. Oh, yeah. Maybe a little bit further, actually. My Vtol is getting thrown around a bit, so I'm just going to go back in the seat. Let's go winch down. I'm going to do maximum winch. Here. There we go, so we're at 20. That's fine. We can actually close this door. So, oof, I can. Come on. Really hard. This Vtol is moving around quite a bit. So we're going to close this hatch. So that means we can't fall out now. Now, we're going to lower ourselves ever so slightly down to like 16 meters. I'm going to jump out and I'm going to hope that I can connect some rope anchors here. And then when I want to get back into my Vtol, I just have to go for the harness. So this is what I've planning. It's not much of a plan, but we're gonna try. Get ramped down. Wish I had a way of connecting my rope anchors from here. I wonder if I can glitch it through here. I mean, try. Not really. We're a little bit far away from all of this. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna try and go on their boats. And I'm going to see if the wind or the waves are going to throw us close enough to our Vtol that I can actually connect this rope. I don't think it's going to, but yeah, we're a little bit far away now. I mean, I could jump. I don't think I can be in a harness and carry rope at the same time, which is the issue. We're a little bit too far away from the Vtol here to connect this. Anyone have any? Yeah, I hope so. No one gets seasick. Jesus, do you think this thing even works? I wonder if it works. I'm gonna disconnect. Oh, actually, that's probably not a good idea. I'm probably gonna sink it like that. I'm gonna close that door quickly. Oh man, I need to close that door because this thing's gonna sink, and that's gonna even make it even harder to get this thing. I hate the head bobbing. I really, really hate the head bobbing. Back there where you saw that. Okay, we're gonna go back to my Vtol. We're gonna move it a little bit more forwards, maybe a little bit more lower. I can't really think of another solution. I need to get in my harness though. Player harness, yes, and then winch up. Actually, I think we're just gonna call it, guys. We're not going to rescue this boat because the waves are just silly, and it's making this rescue almost impossible. Almost. We do need to open my hatch first. There we go. Hatch up. It's making this. I mean, can I connect? Ooh, I can connect the thing from here. So I can do that. and then go down. Okay, let's try that. Let's try it. Hatch, please. There we go. Hatch is up. I'm going to close this back door. We're going to give it a new autopilot waypoint. So we'll go a little bit closer to the boat. So see how much the boat's moved. It's crazy. Let's go here. Let's clear. Let's put this new waypoint in. There we go. Okay, so it's going to fly us there. We're going to jump into that seat. We're going to do hatch opens. We're now going to go down, which is, whoa, there's waves. Do winch down. And while we're here, we're going to connect our rope to one of those points, if I can. There's one. Come on, one. Come on, one more. Come on, there we go. Okay, so we've connected that winch down. Hopefully the boats are still here. There it is. Okay, so we're going to winch down. Keep winching. Whoa, this wave is going to be... Don't hit my Vtol. Very large. Okay, let's keep on going down. We're almost there. And then we just need to connect the rope to somewhere on that creation. Let's see, I might jump out of my seat now. And let's see if I can connect it to, like, there in the front. That would be perfect. Oh, this boat. Whoa! Can I jump on the boat, please? Come on. Head bobbing. Come on. All I need is just one connection point on this and I'm good. Hopefully it doesn't sink my Vtol. But there we go. I'm on. So connect, please. Oh, that's not a rope anchor, is it? That is a rope anchor right there. Okay, so we're connected. Oh, it disconnected me. Okay, well, let's try this then. I'm gonna go into the seats if I can. Sorry about this going in head bobbing. Oh, sorry about it. Nothing I can do really, guys, about the head bobbing. But let's try and get into player seats. And I wonder if it's disconnected us now. Oh no, it's still got us connected, so we should be able to latch on to... Go on, winch up, winch up, winch up, winch up, winch up, winch up. We should be able to connect over to the Vtol in a few seconds here. And there we go. So we're connected. The boat is connected to the Vtol. I can confirm that. I hope we don't end up killing ourselves. So we're going to close the hatch. We're going to come inside our Vtol. We're going to get in here. And the first thing I'm going to do before we actually go anywhere, I'm just going to try and increase our alt. And I'm going to see what happens. Yeah. I don't think we're going to be able to lift this thing. We don't have the power for it. I mean, we're doing max throttle. We could drag it. The only way we could do it is by dragging it there. We don't have enough throttle to do it. I mean, it tries and then it just gets thrown into the ocean here. Chat, what do you think? If we were to do it, it's going to take us like an hour to just drop it down there. And we're not going to get much for it. I'd rather go and do Stormlink missions or something else. What do you think, chat? Should we leave it or should we go? Drag it? I mean, we can, but it's going to take forever dragging this thing. Like, absolutely forever. Let's just put a waypoint in. Hold on. Let's clear this. Put a new one in. Cool. Let's increase our alts to like 116. Oh, whoa. Yeah, you see, that's what happens, chat. Crap. These. Yeah. that's what happens, chat. I didn't even do anything. That's what happens. It's all your fault, chat. I'm blaming you guys. I'm blaming you guys for that. Tow it was a terrible idea. Blaming you guys. Really am blaming you guys for that one. Now there actually isn't any way for me to get back without doing a load save. So I'm gonna have to do a load save. And we're going to do an autosave. Chat, I'm blaming you. You're all gonna get banned. You're all gonna get banned from this chat. Gonna ban every single one of you in this chat now for that. Every single one of you in chat. Gonna ban you. All of you. All going. All your fault. Okay, let's go and carry on doing some missions. So we're back in base. No harm, no foul. We're all good. We've got our money. Like nothing ever happened. I think we're going to sleep here until it becomes daytime. I think it's the best solution. Banning all of you guys. Okay, it is daytime. Cool. What do we have? We have some missions that we can do. So how many people? There's 5 people that need to go to Olsen from here. So let's go and grab those guys. And let's carry on. Oop. And engine RPS. I mean, we could add a new setting on here, like a 40 RPS for lifting, but I don't think it would have made a difference. Brakes, interior lights, nav lights. Alt of, let's do 100 today. Waypoints in. Brakes off. Throttle forwards. Gyro on. Done. Done. And let's grab some spotlights and done. Cool. We said don't drag it. You guys said drag it. I read a message in the chat that you guys told me to drag it. Could you get it to lift a container maybe? Yeah, I think this would probably lift a container. I definitely think it would lift a container, just not a full-sized steamship. I mean, we could... There's a cargo port down here that we could always go and grab some stuff. We might actually just pop in there and just see if there's any cargo. We can try, because we do have the rope anchors and everything in there. So we might as well try it. I do just need to do the delivery missions first. So there's 5 people for Olsen. So we're going to pick up the guys here for Olsen. And then here for Olsen also. So we'll pick up these guys too. So once we finish here, we'll head over to the North Harbor, see if there's any cargo, and then we'll also do some more things. I wasn't even in airplane mode. What happened is the wave, because I was connected, I was tethered to it. What happened is the wave threw the boat into the air, and what had happened is then once the boat got into the midair, it thought, well, I have nowhere else to go than down, so it went down and it took my Vtol down with it, and then obviously there was another wave that was coming, and that's what went straight over my Vtol. You have a 1-cylinder engine, always overheats. And I have like a couple of hundred, no, I don't have 100, but I have a few. But it's got like almost no cooling on it. Like really no cooling on it. And it's 100% fine. Cool, so we're going to go land in here. We're going to take our AP off and our alt hold off. We're going to land and we're going to go and grab those guys for this mission. I'm just going to just clear the waypoint and enter a new one in just now. Let's go down. Let's load all these people. I think I need to put my capacity in. I haven't done that yet. Is it this one? Yes, it is. Cool, so let's just land ourselves on the jetty here. Should be alright. Not really. Let's... Without killing those people. Up a little bit. I don't even think we need to land, to be honest, but there we go. Cool, let's put some brakes on. Let's go and... what was it? P-cap 20. And then question mark P load. And we're going to Olsen, I think. Yeah, there we go. So those are all the people in there. Now we can just do Alt Hold and AP. Nice. The props were angled forward, weren't they? No, they didn't. I'm almost certain they weren't angled forwards. I didn't have the time to put it into autopilot mode, or I might have pressed it by accident, but we weren't in autopilot mode when it started dragging us down. Samuel, if I was to ban you guys, you can report and dislike as much as you want, to be honest. We need to find a way to tow boats in a good way. With other ships, I guess. With other ships. Other ships is the best solution. Either that or a very heavy lift helicopter. Very heavy lift. So there should be some people here. There are some containers there also, just on the right. So we'll have a look and see where those need to be delivered to, because that could give us some easy cash. And I definitely think we could lift them. Where are the people though that I need to transport? Oh, they're all over there. Okay, it looks like the actual station hasn't loaded. Oh yeah, the stations haven't loaded, so we need to load those back in. Now I think to load the stations, yeah, you can see here base factor. There was an error with the script. Oh, something is wrong with the Stormlink, but okay. Let's just turn all this stuff off and let's just go land and grab these guys. They're all the way down over there. And we're also going to grab some cargo, I think. And see how much that cargo is and where it needs to go. So we're just going to land here. There we go. Landing gear is all. That's good. All good. Let's do question mark. Reload. Oh, we're getting Olsen, aren't we? I think, yeah. There we go. Where is this cargo going to? That's the question. So this is going to Komodo, and this one is going to Spike Eggs. So quite far. Well, not that far, but I mean, not that far. We could do it. Definitely do it, I think. So let's go and drop these guys off. I mean, we can try. Let's try now. Why not? Let's try. So we're going to take the rope anchors wherever they are. Rope, which is there. Oh, I already got rope on me. No, I got 5 anchor rope. Don't need that. Oh wait. Rope. We'll connect all the rope. So there. And there, we'll just get the rope ready for later because we will need it in a few minutes. So we might as well just get it all set. And we're gonna go from there to there. I'm gonna go inside and grab 2 more pieces of rope, which are there and there. And we'll see if we can. I don't know if it's gonna be possible to lift some containers, but as I said, it's gonna be worth finding out if we have enough power on the Vtol. For future reference, if we ever need to do these missions. It sounds like my engines are revving quite high too, but I'm not too concerned. I do need to attach this rope though, but not really liking me doing that. There we go. Oh, I didn't connect the other side. I guess I didn't. Okay, well, there we go. And then we got one more piece which we can do now too. Cool, so there we go. And we just need to connect this one to this one. Done. Okay, so now we should be able to go and hover over this and see if we can lift up the cargo. My idea is going to be, oops, I'm going a little bit close to that light pole. My idea is going to be to do a little bit of a hovering maneuver over this and like this, and we're going to use the hatch underneath to keep us somewhat leveled. What's our current altitude? 9, so I'm going to set our altitude up to 11, and we're going to enable, not autopilot, alt hold. 1, you should be going up now. 11, please. Let's put it at 12. Up. Okay, that should be right. Let's go down. Let's try and do this. So, worst case scenario, we should always be able to get back into the Vtol. So, connect that to that. And so that's connected there. Okay, so we need to connect something here. So we need to actually go on the other side. This is going to be fun. And we need to connect. Oh, okay. Well, let's just do this. We need to connect this to this. We need to connect this to this one, I think. Is it that right one? Is that the right one? I think it is. We'll figure it out in a few minutes. No, it looks like I've already connected something here. So hold on. So we've got this one, which is going to go to this one. We're going to disconnect this one, and we're going to connect this one to this one. Okay, so those are those two connected. Now we just need the other ones, which is this one. And I think, is that one connected? Yes, it is. So it's just this one here at the back that needs to be connected. So this one, and that's going to get connected to this one here. Cool. Now we need to get back inside the creation, and we should be able to do that by somewhat doing some magic. Come on. There we go. Magic. Okay, let's take our alt hold off. Let's see if we can actually lift this. Do we have the power? Oh yeah, no worries. Oh, sorry, I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. We don't have the power to lift it. Oh, just. I think once we were moving, we'll be fine. But yeah, we just don't have the... Oh no, we do. Look at that. Yeah, we have the capacity to lift it. It's going to be a little bit dodgy though, but we definitely have the capacity to do it. I'm trying to go forwards here and not die a horrible death. This might be manual flight today. Not. Yeah, we're leaning a little bit. Go back in. We're doing okay. I mean, it's definitely flyable. Not perfect, but it's not bad. So we're gonna go and drop this off. I think I took the right one, didn't I? I hope I did. I wonder if we can get more speed out of this. I mean, I'm gonna go full plane mode here and hope that I don't die and crash a horrible death. I might have to... Yeah, no, we don't have enough power to keep it up. Not bad though. That's not bad at all. Just barely, yeah. It just barely has enough to do this. Like barely just enough to manage it. But I mean, you know what they say. It can do it, eh? And we're have no issues doing it this way. We need to head over to Komodo, which is far but not too far. I'm just going to control my ult by manually controlling the blades here. Also need to drop those people off at Olsen, so I think I'm going to do that on the way. Just drop them in there. Do somewhat turn a bit. Well, the pitch of the blades is what makes you go forwards, in theory, or makes you go up. So when I'm in helicopter mode like this, the pitch at the moment is full 1, trying to keep us up. And if I stop letting go, you'll notice the pitch obviously goes down. And then if we try to go like this, pitch also goes up because it tries to move forwards. It actually looks like there's a helicopter landing at, like a helicopter trying to land here at Olsen, where we're going. Maybe we can give it the container and tell it to deliver it for us. Cool. Let's just land here. There is a crate there. Ooh, I would like that crate, but no, we'll come back for it later, at a later point. Let's just drop all these people off. So something just fell out of my Vtol. I think it was the firefighting equipment. Okay, so we can do P unload. Question mark P unload. Yay! So we got 1,600 for that. There is a little helicopter there. Let's go and increase our alt, and let's go over to Komodo. So Komodo station is, I think, on my. I don't have any power. Don't have any power. Don't have any power. Up, up, up. Let's put alt hold on and hope for the best. So alt hold 112. Yep, there we go. So where are we going? We're going here, I think. Yes, we're going over here. So we need to go and drop the cargo off there. And let's just enter that into my waypoint. I'm not activating my waypoint. I'm just putting in so it tells me where I need to go. Which direction, at least. So I need to go to the right. Okay. I need to head in. Oh, can you hear those engines? Ooh, I think my engines are overheating. Yep. Engines, I think, just overheated. Okay, we need to land this thing. Engines off, everything off. Whoa. Big fire. Okay, and we need to disconnect that cargo. We need to get rid of, and we need to, big fire. Okay, engines overheated. They just couldn't handle all that weight. I wonder if the helicopter's no, the helicopter's not coming to rescue us. Why would I think the helicopter would be rescuing us? They're just looking at us. Wow, so those engines overheated. Okay, so that's gotten rid of that. Let's push this away from this. We're going to have to do a big repair job. Like, huge repair job. I would actually be interested to see if we could get this thing's just gonna like chill here. If we could get the NJ rescue service in and lift my Vtol out, that could be possible. But let's just do repair jobs. Let's see how much of this we can actually get fixed and repaired, and if we need to really worry about getting the NJ rescue service in to help us or not. I don't think we do. This looks very manageable, so I'm not too worried. It looked bad at first, but yeah, that's actually surprisingly much easier than I thought. That's all good. Wow, that was pretty easy. A few little things damaged here and there, and we're good to go. Cool. Double check in here. Looks all good. Logic is all good. Everything is good. A little bit of stuff here that needs to get fixed and painted at some point. Cool. Looks like we're good to go. Hold up. Yeah, we're not going to carry that cargo anymore. It's too heavy. F? No F in chat. Don't need an F. We should be alt hold on. Good to go. No issues. Everything's repaired. All good. Do we have any stuff we can transport? There's no one at Olsen that needs to be transported. There is this stupid mission which I'm not going to do. There is people here that need to be transported, so let's go and do that. So we're going to set a waypoint and let's go there. New waypoints. And we're gonna clear our waypoints first. Hold on. There we go. AP on, alt on, gyros on. We're all good to go. Upgrade the cooling. Yeah, I will. I am eventually gonna go to jet engines. That way we definitely need to get bigger fuel tanks on. Might even do pylons. We could do pylons on here. It would be pretty cool. That could have happened when I tried to the boat. It could have, but it didn't. So we're good with that. Just joined. What have you missed? Quite a lot. Quite a lot. We've done quite a lot of things. We've been building, we're doing missions, we got sunk by a boat. We almost got crashed by a container and my engine's overheating. Mr. Murphy, cheers man. Thanks for joining, man. Appreciate it. Tack, cheers if you're going. I don't know if you're going. Yeah, the Vtol burned down a bit. It did. It did indeed. Pylons? Why not? Yeah. Some more. See, that's a container lifter there, just above me. It's got big jet engines, big rotors on it. Not the smallest little modular engines that you've ever seen. The engines are supercharged. They are indeed supercharged. Big, nice, big pump underneath them, giving us like double performance. We've actually used quite a lot of fuel, chat. Wow. We're actually the first time actually seeing the fuel go down. It's a first. Always towing missions. Well, we've had a fire mission. We've had a towing mission today. What else have we had today? I don't think we've had much else. We've been doing Stormlink missions today. Today is all about Stormlink. I wish I could put a window here, just underneath me, just there. But I'm using a 2x1 wedge, and the only way I can do that is use some XML modding. I might do that actually, just to get a nice window there so I can hear and I can actually see down. That's just a thought. Cool, so we're heading over there. We're gonna go down for a landing in a few seconds. So that would be 4 for manual control of our alts. So we're gonna go down here and we're going to load up some people. I don't know where we're gonna go to take these, but I think we're just gonna load everyone for now and we'll see how we get on. Landing gear should be deploying any second, unless that sensor is broken. No, it's not. Cool. So we're good. We're going to do what? P-load hospital. P-load hospital. P-load. Where else should we go? North Harbor. What is it called? What does he call it in this? Sovereign. Okay. Oh, your own? Yeah. Okay. So P-load. Sorry. Cool. So we've got a few people in here now. We can throw back our alt hold, and we're gonna go and head off to here. Drop these guys off. Put the new waypoint in, which is over. Can I? Oh, there we go. New waypoint is in. We should be flying to the new waypoint. Altitude might increase that to 150 actually. And we're heading off. Everything is on. Everything is good. Probably get our spotlights off, even though it's daytime here. It's so relaxing to watch. I'm glad you're enjoying it, man. Next Friday is your birthday. Happy birthday for next Friday, Alvin. Hope to see you in the survival series next week. Vtol for sale, slightly used. Exactly, slightly crashed, slightly used, but still working. Cool, let's go down here. We're going to unload the guys and we're going to load anyone that needs to go to the hospital. And then we're going to go back to base, I think. Because we still got quite a lot of fuel, but just want to be sure that we have fuel by the time we go back to base. don't want to be stranded. So we're just going to land just over here, nice and softly. There we go. And we're going to do question mark P unload, and then question mark P load hospital. If there is anyone for hospital, I don't know if there. Yep, there are 10 people for hospital. Okay. We're going to then set the hospital as our next waypoint. Is there. Yep, that looks good. We're going to put that in our waypoint system. We're going to get our alt hold on, and we're going to head off to the hospital. Look at that. There's something about seeing a Vtol like that. Makes me very happy to see. Landing gears all folded away. Spot on. Am I playing classic career? I'm playing regular career mode with a couple settings modified for the delight of you guys. Like third person. So you guys can actually see out in the world and see what I'm doing. Otherwise you would be stuck with this and you wouldn't be able to see anything. So it's helping you and me. Cool. So we're just coming up to the base. Gonna get alt hold off. We're gonna go down. Alt. Drop those guys off. Ooh, there's a helicopter here. There's a helicopter on fire there. There's no mission on my map for that, is there? I wonder if I could repair and fix their helicopter for them. That's not a mission, it's just looks like one of my Hueys. Yeah, well, I don't know. No, we're gonna leave them. They're at the hospital, so I guess they could just walk out. I don't know, let's try. Let's turn this off. Let's go and land here and let's see if we can help out these guys. Because that fire looks like it's really quite big. So we're just gonna land here. We're gonna get our RPS down. I wonder if I can do P unload. Yeah, we're not close enough to the terminal. Firefighting equipment? Sure. Repair torch? No. I've got one fire extinguisher left. Okay, so let's see if we can rescue this AI. Okay, so we've put the AI fire out. Now we just need to repair them. So let's put my fire extinguisher back. And let's see if we can repair the AI for them. Actually, I don't need the... I didn't even have firefighting stuff on. I actually had diving equipment on. Whoops. My bad. Let's just repair this for them. Cool. Repairing AI. I'm such a nice person, ain't I? I even repair your skids for you. Repair underneath your helicopter for you, little AI people. Here. Nice. This is like a modified version of my Huey, which is pretty cool. Okay, so this is all... Looks like it's pretty much repaired for them. Looks like a few things inside, but I can't actually get inside. I could probably get through the windows. Excuse me. Probably get through my windows here at the front. No, you can see the devs have actually blocked. They've blocked it off there with windows, so you can't get in there. So I can't repair you guys. I'm sorry. I did my best. Can I go underneath? Maybe repair from here? No. Sorry. Well, I tried to repair as much as I could for them, but at least they're not on fire anymore. And they're alive. That's quite useful. Cool. Let's actually finish our missions and things. Let's get power on. Pull this on. Cool. Let's go and drop all these guys off. Cool. And we're gonna drop them off here at the station. I love how one of them just dangles their feet through the floor there. Let's go and land them here. Is my gyro on? My gyro's on, okay. We're just gonna go and touch down over here. Back a little bit. Back a little more. And there we go. Cool. So that should be alright. And then we can do P unload. Question mark P unload. And that should have given us a nice amount of money. Cool. So we got a good 740 for that. Let's head back to base. How are we on fuel? We still got 1,200. Okay, so it seems like we used a lot of fuel when we were carrying that container, because obviously we were pushing a lot of fuel and air into the engine to keep up with that RPS. But now we're just skimming the RPS really, because now let's go look at the controller. Oh yeah, we were using 0.2 on the fuel and 0.2 on the air. Temperature is quite high though. That is a concern. We are running at full tilt though. I guess we could lower that, couldn't we? Bring that down to like 12 RPS. Does the temperature start going down? Have a look outside here. Don't want to fall off. Yeah, so temperature is going down. So let's run at a lower RPS rate. Let's see if we can still maintain. Yeah, no, we got no ability to increase our throttle anymore. So 15. Can we go up? Do we have enough power to lift off at 15 RPS? We need to add more gearboxes. I think we might need to add more gearboxes, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I don't have enough power to lift off. So we need to increase throttle, max throttle. And do we enter in home as the new waypoints? Well, we're going to do it now, aren't we? So we're going to enter the waypoint in, get the alt hold on, get this on. I might want to add something to read what our temperatures of our engines are over here, because at the moment I can't tell without looking out at them. But they do have an overheating safety built into them. So they'll literally ramp their RPS down until they start cooling themselves. The only problem with that is because we're in an aircraft, is that when you start lowering your RPS, I stop going into the ocean or into a tree. Richard Melker, hey, what's going on, man? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So that is a small issue with my controller. It's great that it automatically lowers the RPS for you, but yeah. So I'm really happy with this Vtol, guys. I think it looks absolutely awesome for survival series. Definitely want to get rid of the exhaust also. Remember I spoke about that. Probably get away with adding one converter there. I don't know if it'll be enough though. It's just having one converter. Shall we? Let's see if we can land this. I want to see. Do you think we can land this in manual mode? Let's try. So I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to take gyro off, and I'm gonna land this myself. So we're going to land it like this, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but we're gonna try. Try my best. This might be quite hard, actually. Oh! Chat, if you ever had doubts in me, I've just proved you that you should never have doubts in me. And there we are. Back at base. It's fully done. Make it look cool. Not our bad little Vtol. Don't forget to get rid of the gear button and clamp the yaw. Yeah. But I think you guys are going to have to remind me about that, because we're going to end today's episode right over here. Guys, we are on the 3-hour mark, actually a little bit longer than the 3-hour mark. And we've had another absolutely amazing survival series episode here in Stormworks. Everything's gone fine, more or less. Negative 1,000 feet per minute. Yeah, exactly. Darius, you have to go. Cheers, man. Have a good one. We're ending in any case. You just got a fire also. But guys, yeah, I hope you have enjoyed it. It's been a lot of fun. We're going to do Survival Series Vtol episode number 05. And we're back next week for episode number 6. So that's going to be pretty cool. Sea Dragon, we're ending. Yes, we are. Sorry, man. Do apologize about that. Victor, yeah, we're ending, guys. You guys know the schedule. Every Thursday, 5:30 to around 8:39 p.m. We play Stormworks. We do the Survival Series that has been happening for nearly 3 years now. So, guys, don't miss out with next week. If you're looking for some more content, go check out my YouTube channel. If you guys haven't already, think about subscribing. Think about liking this video. It does help out the channel quite a bit. If you want to join the Discord server, go and do that. That's awesome. There are links in the video description and also in the chat. If you want to go and join the Discord server. Nice little server. Tons of people to help you out if you're just getting started with Stormworks here. Tons of people, tons of guides, tons of videos, everything you need in the Discord server, anything you want. And yeah, guys, if you have enjoyed it, smash the like button, and we'll see you next week.